to score here. Rolls to the right, will throw back. Receiver is there. Touchdown. They rolled everything right up the gut, breaking tackles to the outside, running away from the secondary. Say goodnight. Nice bounce. Looks to throw into the end zone. He got that. He got that. Unbelievable. All of a sudden, Bishop sees this into the secondary and will stroll in.
If there is a game on our schedule that could be two teams that will both end up playing for state championships, it could be this one. In 5A, the West Rebels. In 3A, the Alcoa Tornadoes. These two teams met 1 year ago tonight, and what a double overtime thriller we had.
Third down and goal. Looks to throw. Steps up and will throw it across the middle. Catch is made! Are you kidding me? Touchdown! Jaquarius Wren on the ricochet. 26 yards in the second overtime. They'll pitch it out to the right side. Comes back inside. Touchdown! Wow, that's the best run tonight. Buckles, they have to score here. Rolls to the right, will throw back. Receiver is there. Touchdown! And Alcoa survives.
So survive they did 1 year ago, but can they survive again tonight? As Alcoa, just 2 weeks after the win over Maryville, as they broke ground there 27-14. But here come the West Rebels with 18 returning starters, number 2 in the state. And Austin, it feels like a year ago.
Yeah, it does. Two really good football teams playing their best football when it matters most. And I tell you what, when you look at both teams, they're mirror images of one another. They love to run the football. They love to hang their hats on their defense.
They're both consistent. Let's take a look at our key players of the game. Who has to play well tonight?
Well, Braden Latham's got to play well. If he's running the ball like he did there at the end of that game last year in overtime, then West has got an excellent chance to go on the road and get a win and improve to 6-0. Flip it to the other side, Lance Williams, the Virginia Tech commit. He's got to protect his quarterback. He's got to keep Zach Lunsford upright and open the holes for those running backs. I think that's why he's the key player to watch tonight.
I think that's the first time that one of our key players has been a lineman. That shows how important he is, and I've never seen a coach this much taller than Eric Kane.
I am a short guy, but, Coach, obviously a great magnitude, great atmosphere here tonight. How was the week of preparation, knowing what West is, the challenge ahead?
Yeah, it's great, especially after such a tight game last year. You know, a team takes you into double overtime. You can't help but respect them. And their defense is great. They're not allowing points to anybody. They're a solid program. And it's a great environment for our kids to get to play in a game like this. The week's been great, and as it should be any week.
Now, West defensively, they're so good in the front seven. They make plays behind the line of scrimmage. What have you done offensively to prepare for that?
I think you just got to be consistent. You've got to block your assignments, and you've got to understand this game's not going to be won to the fourth quarter. You know, you talk about jumping on these guys. You're not going to jump on these guys. You're just going to have to stay consistent. They're going to make some plays. And the good thing on offense, you don't have to win them all. You win 5 or 6 snaps a game, and so you just have to stay consistent and stay disciplined.
Coach, best of luck.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And the first quarter, as always, is brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check with OEB Law. Here come the Tornadoes. And, Austin, is the confidence any different for Alcoa, knowing that this year they got over the Maryville hurdle?
I don't know if the confidence is different, but I think you can come in a little maybe overconfident, potentially. You know, an Alcoa program that learned to stay really grounded under Gary Rankin, going to continue that under Brian Nix. I would expect them to be very much on point tonight, but it would be easy after getting over the hump against Maryville 2 weeks ago to think, oh, we beat these guys a year ago. We just beat Maryville. We're going to roll. I think this first quarter is big for Alcoa and West to kind of establish themselves. Look at the weather tonight. Get that cold front moving in, 74 degrees. It's breezy, humidity at 44%. Feels good outside. Get that wind blowing in from the west, and I think it could affect the passing game later in the game, depending on how breezy it gets.
So West won the toss, we believe, and they have deferred. The reason we're confused is because if Alcoa won the toss and that's what they motioned, then West has chosen to go on defense to start the game and the second half, which would be rather odd. So a gorgeous night with the mountains off in the distance, and a beautiful, beautiful night for high school football here tonight as the #1 team in the state in 3A plays host to the #2 team in the state in 5A.
Good to see that talented West defense early. Led by C.J. Smith, the junior, 6'3", 225 on number 44.
Tyson Seavey kicks this one off. He's got a great leg, and it goes into the end zone. So the Tornadoes will send out their senior quarterback, Zach Lunsford, having a really nice year so far. Zach has been patient. He's waited his turn. It's finally his turn. And look at those numbers, 82%, 9 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's playing at a high level.
Yeah, they don't ask him to throw it a ton, but when he does throw it, you know, he's been very effective. They like to take deep shots. Zach is excellent at stretching the field vertically. He's got a big arm.
Tornadoes, man in motion, and that's who they like to go to. They love to get the football to number 44, Eli Owens.
The Rivalry Thursday starting lineups brought to you by Old and Franklin Motors.
Yeah, Owens is kind of the old trusty, if you will. He's just a sophomore. We called his name a lot last year as a 9th grader, but those big linemen, Bubba Jeffries, don't call me Tyler, and Lance Williams.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll put them on the same side of the field and just kind of run behind the big boys.
And they'll get to the outside with the speed and close to first down yardage.
Carlavato on the tackle for West.
Jordan Harris. This defense is as athletic as you will really find about anywhere.
Well, they run a 3-4, and their ends, John Sartell, 62, C.J. Smith, 44, really, really good. Carlavato is a beast at inside linebacker, and then their secondary is always really good.
Yeah, Carlavato, who was a quarterback at Bearden, came over to West and thought he'd be a quarterback, and he's kind of just continued to grow himself into the middle linebacker.
We got injured a year ago. He's going to have a chance to play football in college. Got offered by Eastern Kentucky last year.
And in motion, they'll hand off up the middle and taken down from behind. We'll call that a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. And we'll call Elijah Cannon's name a whole lot. He's just a great football player.
Yeah, not super fast, but shifty, powerful, great vision. And just a guy that makes plays.
Cannon, the one who caught the game-winning touchdown, if you will, a year ago. Alcoa won 21-20 because of a missed extra point. Second down and 5. 3 receivers top of your screen. Lunsford will go to the weak side. He'll get the first down and a little more as he carries defenders out to the 43-yard line.
And that's the one thing they're asking him to do a lot more now than they did when he was a sophomore, when he played early in his sophomore season, which is run the football. Last year was the backup, back to being the starter this year, and as you said, it's had a really, really solid start to the year.
8 yards on the run. By the way, you can watch the game online at rivalrythursday.com. They'll hand off to the right side. The defense is there to sling the running back down for a loss of 3 yards.
That's C.J. Smith.
Yeah, Smith, a junior, 6'3", 225. I was over the other day at West, and I was watching film study for the offense and the defense. He comes walking through with his shirt off, as a lot of guys do, and I look up and go, is this guy like a professional boxer? I mean, just chiseled.
Well, he's really grown into his body. CJ is the son of former Vol Chavis Smith. And
in the blood.
Yeah, and so CJ will be over at the game Saturday. He was at the game last week.
Second down and 13. They'll look to throw. There's Owens across the middle. He's the go-to guy into West territory down to the 31-yard line. And that's one of the things that the West coaches said in their film study. There's something about those two. Lunsford loves to go to 44.
Well, he's just so sure-handed, and just a sophomore does a really nice job with a gain of 29 yards. If you go back, I know we saw the replay, but C.J. Smith was just centimeters from getting his fingertips on the ball, which would have altered that pass. Instead, it ends up such a big gain for the Tornadoes.
First down, Lunsford with the inside handoff. And the defense is there to make the tackle after a gain of 1. Big number 55, Jameis Mills.
And that's the first time West has won first down, in my opinion. Alcoa has been able to win first down this drive, which has set them up for success.
Eighth play of the drive already, a gain of 1. Lunsford will look to run. A flag comes in from behind. A 3-yard gain, but let's check the flag.
It's in the area of holding.
In the area of holding.
It's either holding or hands to the face on West. Referee Chris Clark works for the Maryville Parks and Recreation Department.
So much for in the area of holding.
Against the West.
Personal foul, hands to the face on the defense. That penalty half the distance to the goal, first down.
Now, I said it was either one of the two. It was either hands in the face on defense, or it was going to be, and it's on,
good call.
on CJ. He gets up underneath the offensive lineman.
That makes it a first down and 10 at the 12. They can get a first down inside the 2. Lunsford will hand off, and there's Cannon down inside the 10 to about the 7.
Cannon gets the call.
Right now, for the most part, after a gain of 5, Alcoa is winning at the line of scrimmage.
And Alcoa looks like they're going to go tempo here. They quickly handed the ball to the referee.
Lunsford with another handoff inside. Cannon to the outside. A helmet comes off again. And
Great balance.
A flag comes in from behind as the helmet of Bubba Jeffries is thrown off.
Cannon again on the call. Marshawn Bowers. There's a marker on the play.
Not sure if the helmet was thrown off or if when it came off he continued to play. And that may be the call.
Signal is personal foul against Alcoa.
Personal foul, gets the offense playing without a helmet.
Yeah.
That'd be a 15-yard penalty, remains second down.
Yeah, so Bubba Jeffries, the helmet comes off quickly in the play, and he continues to play. I mean, what kid's not going to continue to play? The Indiana commitment played all the way through the whistle with no helmet.
It's hard to stop. I mean, that's just a tough rule. It's a rule, but you can't blame Tyler for that.
Second down, they'll throw a little swing pass out of the backfield. They'll get a lot of it back. There goes one of my signs.
I'm more worried about the cheerleader, not the sign.
Well, the sign ended up protecting the cheerleaders, so we at Rivalry Thursday aim to please here. Protecting people on the sideline. That LMU sign came in handy. Gain of 12 yards, and it'll make it a 3rd down and 13.
They can get a first down inside the 3.
1 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. This a longer one, 3rd and 13. Lunsford with some time. Catch is made. Is a flag coming out? Yes, it is. I wondered if a flag would come out for a horse collar tackle. Not sure if there was a horse collar or tackle by the jersey.
I thought it was a tackle by the jersey.
Ryan Scott on the tackle, but a yellow hanky did come out. Yeah, they call a horse collar tackle. I don't know if it was or not. But that's 3 personal fouls in the span of 4 plays.
Personal foul, horse collar against the defense, number 4. Be a half distance to the goal. Repeat 3rd down.
A repeat 3rd down, and we have the opportunity to see here.
That's just a grab of the jersey.
That's just the jersey. Yep.
It's a grab of the jersey. It's not a horse collar.
So 3rd down and 7. And this time Lunsford will keep it himself right up the middle. Touchdown. 3rd down and goal, or 3rd down and 7 from the 9, and Lunsford hits pay dirt.
Alcoa takes advantage of the call and gets into the end zone, and that's a bad break for West and a huge break for Alcoa. What would have been 4th down turns into a touchdown.
Nice job by Lunsford seeing the end zone and hitting pay dirt. 6-0 Alcoa with the extra point to come. Snap is back. Extra point is up. It is good. 7-0 Alcoa on Rivalry Thursday as Alcoa strikes first. Exterior Home Solutions spotlights the cheerleaders and dancers every week. And tonight, Allie Evans, a senior Alcoa cheerleader. She's the one holding the megaphone. Our cheerleader of the week brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. 5 minutes and 10 seconds into this game. And Alcoa, 11 plays, 80 yards for the touchdown. Zach Lunsford, 10 yards and a 7-0 Tornado lead. Aquarius Wren is deep, and they will not let him get his hands on the football. Up the left side to R.J. Brooks, and that's where West will set up shop with Carson Jesse, who has changed numbers this year from 19 to 9.
Aesthetically, I think it's a more pleasing number to look at.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Jesse's just kind of steady Eddie, if you will, for the Rebels. He's in a position with so much talent around him. Boy, just keep this train on the track. And he does a really nice job of that. Great field position starting at the 33-yard line. Braden Latham is the running back behind him, right up the middle. Latham will find a gap and will pick up 5 yards. Set up the offense for you. They're excited to have a couple of guys back this week. Whitesell, number 72. But the Latham brothers, awfully athletic.
They are. You're exactly right. Jackson Lewis, senior right guard, does a nice job. Plays mean, nasty.
Call it a gain of 6, a 2nd down and 4. They'll go back to the ground off left tackle to Latham. Nowhere to go as that Alcoa defense is there in force.
See, West wants a penalty there, and I don't blame him. He got thrown down well after the whistle had been blown. Take a look at that Alcoa defense. They got dudes all over the field, man. They can play. And love Eli Graff, just a sophomore at corner.
Caden Bogan was in on that tackle, along with Joe McCord. And a 3rd down and 5 after a loss of 1. They'll look to throw. Quick pass. But this was blown dead before the play started.
There's a marker on the field.
False start, make it 3rd down and 10.
Procedure, penalty, stepped off against West.
So 3rd down and 10 for the senior quarterback, Jesse.
And this is not where West wants to play. They don't want to play back here at 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 8. They want to play at 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4.
Hard to believe Lamar's already been there 6 years.
You feel that way. I feel like he's been there for a while.
3rd down and 9. Jesse feels some pressure, takes a shot downfield. Catch is made. And there's that guy again, Jaquarius Wren, on a big gainer on the post down to the 27-yard line.
That's a great throw by Carson Jesse. A beautiful touch. Hit Wren in stride. Watch the touch right here. Steps into it.
Under pressure.
Beautiful throw.
40 yards.
And Wren has got West cooking here inside the 30.
Quick little pass out to the outside. Completion, make one man miss. And nice defense by the Alcoa secondary. Coming up to make the tackle, Jordan Harris, along with Elijah Cannon.
Harris, a really talented senior. Cannon, as we highlighted when he was on offense, a junior.
Hey boys, be alert. If it comes this way, you might get ran over.
Gain of 3, a 2nd down and 7. Now turn handoff right up the middle, nowhere. Latham will drag the defender for a gain of 1.
He turned absolutely nothing into just a little bit of something, but they just come basically wide open.
Yeah, Braden Cornett on the tackle along with Cannon. And a 3rd down and 7 in what you would think is 4-down territory. Jesse can run if he wants, and he will. Will get the 1st down the sideline, looking for the end zone, and finding it, touchdown. 23 yards on the 3rd down conversion, and West answers.
You talk about a big drive for Carson Jesse to get the confidence going early in this game. You complete a 3rd and 10, huge pickup of 40 yards. Then you scramble on a 3rd and 7 for a 23-yard touchdown. I mean, the confidence got to be really rolling for number 9 right now.
23 yards on the touchdown as he turns
Look at him.
on
See,
the
there's the
Jets.
confidence.
Yeah. The son of the principal at West. Extra point to tie things up, and we are tied. Time now for a quick message from a couple of guys that showed up here tonight. The pre-owned patrol from Ted Russell Ford.
Blue 2020 F-150 41,990. Hey, Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. Only at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive.
By the way, when they were here, I was making fun of Nick about spiking the football and saying with savings, and his partner in crime said, yeah, and that took him about 20 takes to get that right.
I figured it just took him 20 takes to catch the ball.
Well, he's been open a lot. 5 plays, 67 yards in 3:05. 2 big plays for Carson Jesse, the 40-yard completion, the 23-yard scamper, and we're tied at 7.
Well, and when you're trying to get over the hump in a game like this, just beating Alcoa is like beating Maryville. It just doesn't happen. So when you're trying to get over the hump in a game like this, getting those plays early for your entire team is huge. Gives them great self-belief. That's why I think the first quarter is so big Saturday for the Vols.
Nice deep kick by Seaby. And Alcoa gets the football. Eric Kane, the third member of our team. Hey, Eric.
On that touchdown run, big Tyler Jeffries, the right tackle, lost his helmet again, came off limping, got that right ankle taped, and he's back out on the football field. Looked like he was in some pain, but he's going to gut it out.
Eric Kane, the hardest working sideline reporter we've ever had.
That still goes to Courtney Lyle.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you didn't give yourself credit there.
Nah.
Big old Bubba Jeffries off there at, on the right side of the line of scrimmage. I went out to practice Mondays. Lunsford looks to throw. Zings is across the middle. Catch is made. Well, how about that throw for 14 yards? Jeffries, they're in shorts and helmets. And I look over and Jeffries pancaking this guy. And it's the defensive, Caden Bogan, number 1. Helmet goes flying. Bogan's on the ground with his helmet off. He looks up, and I'm not going to say the exact words he said, but it was like, what the heck is that? And Bubba comes walking off, and Bogan goes the other way. And I said to Gossett, the coach, I said, is this typical? Incomplete pass there. And he said, the one difference between Rankin and Nix is that Brian wants practices to be like game-like situations. He wants them to be competitive. And so, no, he's gonna let that stuff go. It was just a fiery practice, and I was it was interesting. First incompletion for Lunsford. He started the game 5 for 5, 57 yards, and brings up a 2nd down and 10. And off inside, going nowhere. The big guy there for the tackle, and that is Jameis Mills, 5'11", 260.
Mills, Sartell. There was about 4 white jerseys in the backfield really quick. I mean, that was, I won't call it a jailbreak, but it was pretty close. And now you've got Alcoa, where they don't want to play. I mean, they like to take the shots, stretch it vertically, but they don't want to play in 3rd and 14 either.
3rd and 14. They'll fake the handoff, look to throw. This one is caught.
That's a first down. He picks up 16.
How about the catch? Reaching up to grab that one was Colby Barrett, a freshman. Great throw. Got to be impressed with Lunsford and his accuracy so far. Down to 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Game tied at 7. And a stoppage comes in here. Equipment malfunction. And first down and 10 at the 45. Lunsford play fake, cross the middle, and a quick 8 yards. There he is again, Eli Owens.
Simple pass, just kind of set down in the zone. Finds Eli Owens so sure-handed.
You got some youngsters out there. When we talk about Alcoa, you talk about a 9th grader here and a 10th grader there. 2nd down and 2 now into West Territory. Lunsford running out of time. Will run to the near side, out across midfield. Will get the first down to the 41-yard line.
I like that he didn't force anything there, Mark. He looked up top. Nothing was there. Nothing was out in the flat. Just kind of took what was there in front of him.
Jameis Mills is kind of having his way so far for West at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout is taken here by Alcoa. Well, if you'd like to support the cause that is Wreaths Across America, here's your opportunity. Go to knoxwreaths.org and you can participate. Last week, over $3,000 raised at our game with CAK and Webb, and so excited that you could be a part of that. Hey, I want to welcome in Steve Kuntz into the press box here. You've heard the name Kuntz Cram Course for years, and it's good that you're back to where in COVID they stopped kind of concentrate on the ACT, and it's important again.
Thank goodness. That was a tough time for everyone.
Sure.
But October now, for the senior parents listening, this is the time because you got to get those applications in for admissions.
Right.
All the seniors all across East Tennessee is going to probably get a free test coming up here on October the 18th. And we're going to have a course that starts October the 8th just to prepare those students for that free test that they're going to get.
You know, and Steve, as we talked about the lottery dollars, they have gone up for a 21 and above. Every single point for your student on the ACT is money in your pocket.
Yes, it's thousands of dollars now. The freshman lottery is up to $4,500 a year. Sophomore is $45,000. Junior and senior now is up to $5,700, and you just got a big play there.
Lunsford on first down will pick up 11 yards and a first down to the 31-yard line.
Do you get the idea that the team that gets the ball last is going to win this game?
And do you get the idea that you've done color commentating before?
Just a few times.
Just a little too.
Yeah,
so
love this.
cramcourse.org is where you can go. Steve, always appreciate your partnership,
Thank you
my
so
friend.
much.
And there's the information on the screen right there. Kuntz Cram Course, there's the phone number, 865-387-0815. So a nice pickup by Lunsford. And I'm kind of curious, does it not seem to you like it's awfully dark in here? I look up at the lights on the far side.
It's like they're not on. But I agree with you. It's like they forgot to turn them on, and now there's like a delay.
How about the move right there, right up the middle? If there were light issues tonight, this would be the third time.
This is a perfect example, like when they're showing a golf tournament, and they're like, it's much brighter on your screen than it is actually here. That's right now.
Good way to say it. Game tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter on Rivalry Thursday.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Pilot Company, Ted Russell Ford, Food City, and Lincoln Memorial University.
Football is back, and OAB Law is excited for a season full of big hits and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OAB Law will come to your defense. Call OAB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
125 years ago, LMU was born out of the desire to provide opportunity to the under. Living memorial to a great president who believed knowledge was a transformative force. Over the decades, we've prepared students for careers in medicine, nursing, business, and law, so they can go serve their communities. While a lot has changed over the past 125 years, our mission has not. Values, education, service. This is Lincoln Memorial University.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent in Farragut. I've been an agent here for 14 years, and I'd love to earn your business. We're there for you if you're buying a home, a car, or you have a teenager that's starting to drive. We can help with all of that. We'd love to earn your business.
When it comes to the game of football, teamwork is critical for success. When it comes to customer service and business, that team approach is just as critical. That's why we're such believers in our friends at Exterior Home Solutions. Exterior Home Solutions has supported our community and treats their customers just like family. So when it comes to roofing, siding, or maybe a complete overhaul, please make Exterior Home Solutions your first and only call.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Football is back, and OAB Law is excited for a season full of big hits and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OAB Law will come to your defense. Call OAB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you in part by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics, proud orthopedic provider for the Rivalry Showcase.
The second quarter brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, changing the lives of students all over Tennessee. Fellowship of Christian Athletes. State Farm T-shirt toss is brought to you by Jessica Green, Laura Ash, Jeanette Rogers, and Scotty Dykes. Our thanks to our State Farm agents for their continued support of Rivalry Thursday. Time now for the second quarter. Game is tied at 7. Alcoa, a second down and 7. Lunsford looks to throw. A little swing pass to the outside. They'll get the first down and a little bit more into the D1 red zone.
If you look at the first quarter stats, of course, Alcoa's had 2 possessions, West just the 1, but both teams to this point have not been able to slow down the other, which is funny because you're talking about the defense coming in, and the defenses have not had their way. Alcoa controlling the time of possession to this point.
9th play of the drive for Alcoa, and it's so true what you were trying to say about like a golf tournament. It's greener on TV than it really is in person. It is brighter on your screen than it is here. Lunsford fakes the pass, will go off left tackle and taken down quickly for a gain of a couple of yards.
There's Ryan Scott. There's always a Scott.
I was just about to say that. It's kind of the same thing in Farragut. You know, there's always a Scott. There's a Benson. There's a Bobby. Now the grandkids and kids are coming through. It's crazy.
Tis true. Benson's kids are starting to roll through out there, too.
And the lights just came on. This has been the weirdest year for lights. We had that whole deal at Powell and
Webb last week.
Webb. Second down and 8. Lunsford with a handoff off left tackle. Tripped up from behind.
Did he get tripped up by his own man?
I think so.
Leg whipped.
So, and that was my confusion. There are the lights, and they all look like they're pointed down. And I'm like, are we just going to shine it on the students and the band? But and the construction off in the distance. 3rd down and 7. Big play here for the West defense. Alcoa has been awfully good at their conversions tonight. 2 for 2. 3rd down and 7. Lunsford rolls right. He's strung out wide and he's tripped up. He tripped up on the 26-yard line and fell at the 26-yard line.
He did. He got his own feet tangled right here.
Actually, it was the 27-yard line that tripped him, and he fell to the 26.
So now what do you do? I mean, it's that weird spot on the field. Do you feel comfortable with a 43-yard field goal? Or you just go take a shot
with the way,
first down?
With the way he's been throwing the football, that conversion on 3rd and 13.
Again, we're approaching the 9-minute mark of this first half, and West has had the ball once offensively. And this has been a rapidly moving first half.
4th down and 16. 12th play of the drive. Lunsford, the quarterback, will look to throw, gets some pressure, and almost a one-handed grab, almost an interception, but neither one, and West will hold. Braden Latham on the coverage of Eli Owens. Watch Owens go high to try to make a one-handed grab. And it falls harmlessly to the turf.
West with an opportunity here.
Well, the LMU halftime report, our Matlock Kick for Tires. We will have 2 bands this week. FCA will be here tonight. Ty Green looking to throw. Carson Jesse will take a shot.
That's a good call.
It was unnecessary.
Why is he throwing his hands up? I mean, like, he literally pushed the guy down.
Well, I know, but it was, and you're right, but it was completely unnecessary.
Unnecessary, you're right. I mean, like, why are you arguing?
I mean, the receiver had given up. Okay, it's a throw out of bounds. I can't catch it, and then get shoved. Well, they'll call that a personal foul, 15 yards. Kind of thought they'd call pass interference, but it was just a
Personal foul against number 8 of the defense. Penalty, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a pass interference, but they call personal foul. So is that 4 or 5 personal fouls already?
Yeah, I don't count the Bubba Jeffers one. That's a no-win.
Oh, right up the middle, and there's that Alcoa defense.
Yeah, just swarming.
Shooting the gaps. Aaron Davis.
1 and 2. Aaron Davis and Caden Bogan. Davis, a senior. Bogan, a junior.
And this is that attacking defense that Brian Nix has been known for. Just the release the hounds mentality.
And he's not in right now, but I think Alcoa probably has to be cognizant of Braden Latham out of the backfield. Remember a couple of times last year they hit him on swing passes, and he went for big gains.
Carson Jesse will throw this one out. Big receiver makes the grab. Nice open field tackle. As R.J. Brooks was trying to get away from Jordan Harris, but couldn't do it. 3rd down and 7. One for one on 3rd down. This a 3rd and 7 for the senior quarterback, Jesse. Gets some pressure, rolling out. Will turn and throw this one deep. And is the catch made? No, it was not.
Wanted pass interference.
Yeah, great coverage by Colby Barrett.
Yeah, just the freshman who got called for the personal foul penalty a couple of plays ago. That time was really good coverage. Martian Bowers wanted the personal foul.
Well, Jesse just throws it down, gives his receiver a chance, underthrown. And Bowers could not make the catch. Low bouncing punt will take a west bounce down to right at about the 20. And that's where they'll down it. Take a break here. Game still tied at 7 on Rivalry Thursday. Time now for the Gamboozes Game Night Makeover. Tonight, Eric is here from Frank's. Hey, Eric, what's going on, man?
How's it going, Mark? We got Madison here, and she's from Gamboozes with us over at the West location. She's going to be cleaning up Caden from the student section up there. He's got a ton of hair. We're looking forward to cutting some of it off.
So, I mean, you're one to talk, but how much are we taking off?
Yeah, man. Well, so as much as I would love to come up in here and say that I'd love to give him like a real sick fade,
yeah,
we talked a little bit about some Patrick Swayze kind of cool mullety stuff, right? Like some real cool things. So what we're really going to focus on is like taking the hair that he's got and lighten it up because he likes it. We just want to make it look a little bit cleaner, a little bit easier to wear.
Okay, well, good luck. By the way, Caden, are you scared?
I am a bit nervous about the turnout, but they assured me that they do not know how to do bad.
What do you want? What do you want done?
I don't want a lot taken off, but I am open to
improvement.
Improvement, yes.
Okay, well, good luck to you. We're all praying. I mean, we're thinking about you. Okay.
Listen, Caden. Dustin Minot's mom loved the way he looked so much. She sent me a dozen golf balls. And so hopefully your mom will send me a dozen golf balls too.
Yeah, ridiculous. You got golf balls, and it was my idea to do it. All right, we'll check back in with you at halftime. Lunsford here keeps it himself, and will bring up a third down and a couple of yards for Alcoa.
Halfway point of the second quarter.
The game to the 29 is 3rd and 2.
Lunsford doing it on the ground, and they will get the first down. Yeah, with
last
the lean.
push got it. He did not have it before that.
Yeah, the lean got the first down. Well, now they've settled. The defenses have settled in a little bit. After both teams scored on their first drives, now we're halfway through the second quarter, and we're still 7-all. Man in motion, Lunsford will turn, handoff off left tackle, and Cannon will carry the football for a quick 4 yards.
Cannon carries. Stop made by Scott.
Right up the middle off left tackle, that defense swarming, but when your offensive line is that big and that good, holes are big.
At some point, Lunsford's going to go a little play action. Now, he has an empty backfield right here, so it won't be here. At some point, they'll play action with him, and he'll take a deep vertical shot.
Cannon comes back next to him. They'll play fake to Cannon, throw across the middle, catch is made. Eli Owens, and a first down past midfield. Well, I tell you what, for a sophomore, how good is this kid? 16 yards.
Really, really solid. Great hands and almost, undefensible, with those quick passes to 44. Three Alcoa possessions, 3 trips to the west side of the 50.
Yeah, they're working on the sideline, and he seemed nervous to me. It was obvious he was nervous. Handoff up the middle again to Cannon, and he will be swarmed under after a gain of a couple of yards. I said on the open, and I'll say it again, I think there are times when, not very often, but when we do a game, you look at it, and teams are this good in different classifications, Alcoa 3A, Weston 5A, and you kind of have an idea, there's a pretty good chance both these teams are in Chattanooga.
Yeah, they both have an excellent. I mean, Alcoa's won
a shoe-in.
7 in a row.
8.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Be 9.
The run is ridiculous. But, you're right. I mean, West has a real shot to make it there this year.
2nd down and 8. Lunsford play fake. Gets some pressure. Looks to throw.
That's a shot.
Zings this one downfield and almost intercepted.
Well, it would have been had his wide receiver, number 4, Luke Cannon, stuck his hand up and just kind of tipped it back because that ball was going to be picked off by Caden Latham.
Well, Eric Kane down on the sideline. What a shot that Lunsford took.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, the reason that ball might have sailed just a little bit, he absolutely got smacked when letting go of the football, and echoing the sentiments Austin just said about just the receiver putting a hand up there, but that's probably the reason the ball sailed, because he got whacked.
Yeah, right in the face. He's a tough one. 3rd down and 8. Game tied at 7. Lunsford throws the swing pass. West is there, and they will hold after a gain of 5 yards. It'll bring up a, 3 yards actually, bring up a 3rd down and 5. And does Brian Nix go? 4th down and 5, pardon me. Does Nix go?
Man, I could see it, but at the same time, with 3:11 to go in the first half, if you don't get it, you give West the ability to go 55 yards or so.
They're lined up to punt. Now keep your eye on Elijah Cannon, number 7, and they will indeed punt. A high end-over-end punt that will be caught down at the 13-yard line. Take a quick break and hear from Dynabody about what they have to offer.
Well, Pete Hall is here from Dynabody. Pete, we showed last week all of the equipment that you've got down in the dungeon. You've got a lot down there.
It's loaded down there, and it changes every single week with new equipment, used equipment, refurbished equipment, as is. I mean, it's amazing the amount of stuff that moves in and moves out of there.
We've got all kinds of boxes down there. You've got all kinds of dumbbells and barbells. Why do you have so much?
Well, we were able to order correct. We had a couple of suppliers that had gotten truckloads in and offered us to take the whole truckload, and we just said send it because we know we're going to sell it sooner or later.
You can get more information, dynabody.com.
All kinds of equipment there at Dynabody. Inside handoff to Latham. Latham off right tackle. It was interesting. I was at it was a great night of football. The night that Farragut played West and Oak Ridge played Bearden. I kind of went back and forth between the two. And, at halftime, that Farragut-West game was really tight. In the second half, West came out and Braden Latham just went 80 yards for a touchdown. And it just changed the game. He's lightning in a bottle. He's just one of those kids. 2nd down and 7. And here he is to the outside. He'll get the 1st down almost to the 25.
Again, we're down here, 2:20 to go in this first half. Latham with the 1st down, but if they're going to try to go score here, they've got to try to do something of the big play variety, which means, probably put it in the air.
Game about 50 minutes old, and we're almost to halftime. Two teams running the football, and there's that Alcoa defense right up the middle. Braden Cornett, a junior, number 56, in on the tackle.
You ever seen the one Naked Gun movie where Frank Drebin he's at the Academy Awards and he does something and everybody just slaps their head like they can't believe he did that?
Yeah. That's
what the whole truck did when you said we're 50 minutes in and we're about to halftime. It's like mentioning the no-hitter.
Okay, all right. That Tennessee Tech baseball game, when I said that in the 5th inning, hey, there's a 0 up there for Tennessee Tech, and my phone's just blowing up. What Packer jinxed it? We're going to lose now. And then the number 1 team in the country loses, and it was my fault.
It was your fault. Never to be called baseball again.
Nope, one and done. It was a glorious baseball calling career.
3rd and 13. See if Alcoa.
And with 1:24 to go, Carson Jesse looks to throw, has some time, but will be buried back at the 10-yard line.
See, now that's going to give Alcoa a short field because even if you get a good punt off, they're going to get the ball somewhere around midfield.
Yeah, and Brian Nix quickly takes the timeout as Elijah Cannon there for the sack.
Good defense by the secondary. There was nothing there for Carson Jesse.
Brian Nix, the longtime defensive coordinator. And now the head coach. Well, it was really neat today. The OEB law check was such a special occasion tonight because Tim Elrod was giving it to a young man named Isaiah Steele of Alcoa. He's deaf. He has been one of the trainers for Alcoa, and this is his last year that he's going to be able to do it because it's time for him to move on. But such a special story as Isaiah, through his work-based learning experience, is now graduating. He's immediately starting a full-time job. And that's one of the things that the special education department does at Alcoa. Great work with these kids. Alcoa now has one timeout left with 1:15 to go.
The snap right here is massive. Got to get a good one away.
Jones Bolig, the punter for West. Good snap, and he will get it away, although straight up into the air. Bounces off West all the way back down to the 10-yard line. And have you ever seen a punt that was 0 yards? If you haven't before that, you just did. Actually, a 1-yard punt. Well, mark your calendars down for the 2022 FCA Night of Influence with former Georgia coach Mark Richt, October the 24th. You can find all that information on the FCA website. Short field here for Alcoa at the 11-yard line with 1:04 to go here in the first half. West will get the football to start the second half. Lunsford will hand off up the left side, looking for the end zone and strolling in for the touchdown as the Tornadoes take a 13-7 lead is Jordan Harris.
They're going to go to one of their better players, and Alcoa had it blocked up. West had nobody in position to tackle number 9. Angle not really particularly great from Anderson Smith. And then Harris just walks in and takes a little shot there at the end. But
boy, what a turn of events right there within the last 15 seconds. Extra point is up. It is good. That time now for our E2 Sports Scholar Athlete of the Game. That's Tyler Sperling, a senior at Alcoa. 4.1 GPA and a candidate for our next Gambusa's Game Night Makeover. Jordan Harris on the touchdown, coming in tonight with 391 yards on the ground. Total yards per game, 164 yards per game. All purpose for Jordan Harris. And the touchdown there, a one-play, 11-yard drive. It took Harris 6 yards to scamper 11 yards for the score and a 14-7 lead.
Coming up just in 58 seconds, the LMU halftime report. We'll have the Matlock kick for tires, the bands.
Thought it was cool last week when Joe Matlock came out. And by the way, I see
Glenn Thaxton.
Yeah, Glenn Thaxton back there, Ball Network.
Best head of hair in the history.
Quarterback kicking off.
Short kick that will go straight out of bounds. And West, with 1 minute to go, actually 58 seconds, will have the opportunity. West has all 3 timeouts left. Almost hit Chad Brown in the head over there, holding the Parab microphone. Look at him.
Chad's in there hanging out with Tom Krieger.
Yeah. Chad's big time now. He works the Friday games. Look at him, talking to the officials during the game, telling them what to do. He's big time now that he's a Friday night official. There's Krieger.
See, there's Krieger.
Tom Krieger. Oh, he's talking to Chad.
He's telling him his latest recipe at the grill.
Is he?
This is how I baste the chicken, Chad.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong down there working together down on the sideline. 58 seconds to go in the first half. West with 3 timeouts left. Carson Jesse will look to throw. Throws across the middle. Catch is made into Alcoa territory. And a first down for the Rebels. That one to 6 Horde. Clock running. All 3 timeouts left. Not really sure why they're not using a timeout. Carson Jesse looking to throw again. Can run, has all kinds of green turf, and will run taken out of bounds inside the 40. No flags. Actually, they say he stepped out at the 41. Gain of 3. It did my heart good to look down there and see you and Tom Krieger, of the Tennessean down there.
Oh, Tom and I get along fine. That's
swapping stories.
It's
an old myth.
No, it's not an old myth. When he was at the DNJ, all the Murfreesboro coaches would give me all their news, and they enjoyed me putting it out before Tom put it out.
2nd down and 7. Jesse under pressure, and he'll be taken down at the 44, and a timeout taken here by West. And Carson Jesse comes up hobbling just a little bit. He was hobbling after the last play. Now hobbling a little bit here.
Alcoa's defensive line just shoving people out of the way. Nice job by 45, Joe McCord.
Well, it's hard to believe we're already to week 6 of the high school football season. Is this the 6th week?
It is. We got to the halfway point last. Well, I guess technically there really is no halfway point because there's 11 weeks, but we are past the halfway.
So
point
this
now.
is hump game.
Yeah, it's all downhill from here.
Well, I'm just saying. And here's the
Which
schedule.
is why next week I won't be here.
Next week, Austin will be. Anyway, Clinton and Campbell County playing next week. Then we'll have the fireworks that is Anderson County. Deshaun Bishop and Carnes at Oak Ridge, and a key game in that region. Carter and South Doyle, key game in that region. Farragut and Bearden, key game in that region. I think the playoffs really start October 13th on our schedule.
I agree with that, although next week is a playoff game. The loser of that game will have a tough time getting in.
3rd down and 9 for the Rebels. 2 timeouts left. Carson Jesse looks to throw. Throws this one across the middle. Catch is made. First down at the 32.
See, why's the clock running?
Well, the clock should stop.
Like, that's where they've got to put more time back on. Like, that's
the officials, but you've got to call a timeout. You've got 2 timeouts left if you're Lamar. And the clock continues to run. You literally have lost about 9 seconds of clock time because the clock kept running because they wouldn't stop it.
Well, you've got to be better than that. Like, and again, I know you don't want me harping on officials, but that's not fair to anybody. Like running 4 seconds off the clock before you. Now let's see if they correct it here.
Yeah, they're coming over to talk.
They need to put clock back on. But they needed to stop the clock at about 19 seconds instead of letting it run down to 15.
Right, on the first down.
Yes.
Clock automatically stops on a first down. I mean, you should put it back to about 14 seconds. Took Lamar a second to take the timeout. So West has now got 1 timeout left, I believe. And I believe that they are having communication about the clock. I believe, anyway. Yeah, I see Alcoa Athletic Director Josh Stevens on the walkie-talkie, if you will. You've got a really good kicker in Tyson Seeby.
Yep, you do.
So keep that in mind.
There we go.
There you go. Back at 16. And so you're at the 32-yard line. If you pick up 12 yards, say here, you put him at a 37-yard field goal.
They adjusted it to 15-5.
Fifteen and a half seconds. Carson Jesse has time. Steps into, well, he's going to try to run. Yeah, you can't take that. Back down at the 31-yard line. Nice job by the Alcoa defense. West takes the timeout with 7 seconds to go. Had you thrown it away, you would have saved the timeout. Now you don't have the middle of the field to work with if you're West.
Well, they're out of timeout, so yes,
they are
that's
now.
Correct, yeah. I still think at this point you either have to just attempt the 49-yard field goal or throw it to the end zone. Like, I don't think you can run a 4-second play. I just think you're running the risk of getting out of here with nothing or without an attempt.
And I think they're going to send Tyson Seaby out. Carson Jesse's helmet is off, and he doesn't appear to be going back out there. So I see Seaby number 16. This would be about at the edge of his range. It'd be a 48-yard field goal. Really good kicker. His father, the former principal over at Farragut, Ryan Seaby. A few players whose parents are administrators. The quarterback's mom is the principal at West. So they'll put it down at the 38, a 48-yard field goal attempt to end the first half. 48 yards for Tyson Seaby, and it is off to the right and short. And Alcoa will have one play before halftime.
Where I'm sure they'll take a knee and get to the half.
Yeah, I think one of those learning moments for Carson Jesse that the coach says, in that situation, throw it away. Let us save our timeout. We could get 10 yards on the next play and have a legitimate field goal attempt. But 50 yards for a high school kicker is pretty far.
Even the good ones, it's just right there on that range. Sure. Unless you're going to, play, unless you're Lona Siebert Central.
Yeah. But the one that you're talking about years ago?
Yeah.
The one that went to Kentucky?
That's right. Or unless you're Carlos Lopez for Alcoa. It's my guy. Great kicker. Carson Newman, MTSU.
Well, Alcoa will take a knee and we'll get to halftime. As the halftime score, Alcoa up 14-7. About what we expected in the first half between two great teams. And West gets the football to start the second half. Well, we're going to head down to the field for the Matlock Kick for Tires. I've never seen a more colorful group of outfits for the kids. I mean, it's almost like they're highway construction workers out there.
Here, you stand on this side of me.
Eric Kane. I mean, this is a bright-colored group of folks.
It is. I mean, you can see him a mile away, but it's time for the kick for tires here. We got the boss here today, so the deal is still, if he makes the kick, it's 4 free tires, right?
That's correct.
You saw him warming up over there. Got any faith in him?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I brought Lucy. She's my good luck charm.
Hey, Lucy, what do you have to say here on TV?
Go Vols.
Nice.
Yeah, that's Lucy. All right, Sean, any faith in yourself to make this 35-yard field goal?
I mean, I think so. Seems pretty easy. I'm excited for it, Stokes.
Let's see what we got. All right. By the way, Sean is a tennis player and a hockey player.
Is that the same kid getting his haircut too? Very similar. He said, what do I do? Yeah, dap everybody up. Going to dap everybody up. There we go.
On one side. Here it is.
Oh, has he got it? Oh, just short.
That was close.
Just missed it. That was one of the better ones we've had, guys. But at the halftime break, it is Alcoa leading West 14-7. Stay tuned. The LMU halftime report is coming up next.
That was nice.
This has been the Matlock Kick for Tires.
Oh, it was online.
Brought to you by Commercial Bank, Humana, E2 Sports, and OEB Law.
Do you want top-of-the-line fitness equipment for home, school, or work? New or reconditioned, Dynabody in Maryville has everything you need to build that gym. Used equipment brands include Paramount, Life Fitness, Nautilus, Hammer Strength, and Precor. Reach for the power with Dynabody.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. We're proud to be known for our outstanding hometown customer service. We've been doing things that way for over 60 years. But Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling. You can even shop for tires and see our current stock right from your computer or smartphone. We invite you to stop into one of our 5 convenient locations or come see us online at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown service. Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Costad. Dr. Malone and I here at Knoxville Smiles are here to help you with any of your dental needs, whether it's a routine cleaning, a root canal, or if you just want some advice. Did you know that you don't have to settle for a denture anymore? My team and Dr. Malone are here to help you no matter where you're at and to help you figure out the truth for your dental health. So give us a call or visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Reach for the power with Dynabody. New Dynabody workout equipment is made right here in Tennessee and shipped across the country. Right now, get heavy savings during our fall clearance. Go online to Dynabody.com or call to get started today.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent, and I've been an agent for 14 years. My office is in Renaissance Farragut, and while I do business in East Tennessee, I also do business all over the state. The insurance business has gotten a little more evolved. We used to write just home and auto, and now we write a lot of other products. State Farm is excellent at the home, auto, life, business, and even a partnership with Rocket Mortgage for your mortgage needs. I have the best team. I'm really proud of all of them. They really embrace the slogan, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. The way that they help our customers in time of need and in time of joy is second to none. Jennifer right now is helping a gentleman who just opened an electrical business. He's super nervous about everything. She's walking him through the steps to be legal and have the proper coverage. Katie right now is helping someone who's buying a cabin up in the mountains of our beautiful East Tennessee. And Emily up front, not to leave her out, she is wishing everybody that has a birthday today a happy birthday. Everybody who knows me knows that on Thursdays I volunteer for the Love Kitchen. It's really important for me and everyone in my office to be involved in our community. We support the Love Kitchen, we support Farragut High School sports, Bearden High School sports, and quite frankly, anybody who asks me to help their son or daughter in a sport, we're there for them. We'd really like to do business with you. If you have changes coming up, kids starting college, kids driving, getting a new pet, we can help you with all these needs. Buying a home, building a home, State Farm can insure whatever you need. Please give us a call or check us out online.
Welcome to the Rivalry Thursday Halftime Report, brought to you by Lincoln Memorial University.
Halftime score, Alcoa 14-7. Without further ado, time now for our Gray Hodges Sounds of the Bands. We start with West.
It's the Rivalry Thursday Sounds of the Band, sponsored by Gray Hodges Corporation, supplier of craft-made cabinetry.
A nice job there by the West High School Marching Band while they pause, and we'll get ready for the Alcoa Band coming up in just a few minutes. I want to welcome in Ty Green. He is with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And Ty, I would ask which school you're with, but I think by looking at you, it's pretty easy to figure out. Wait a minute, you covered it up. You were West earlier.
Hey,
the gospel doesn't have no colors. So.
Okay, here we go. That's what you came up with quickly. I will say that you were a great basketball player, not only at Bearden in college, you were playing professionally. Kind of how did you get pulled away from that and to FCA where you're doing what you're doing now?
God blessed me with an awesome platform, and as much as playing professionally was great, it was going better. It was just, God was calling me into talking about identity, and your identity can't be your sport or your academics or your popularity. Your identity has to be Jesus, and it was just to be around coaches and athletes to say, hey, sports are great, but sports are a tool to glorify God, and to use that platform ultimately for Jesus, because that's really what makes an impact. And sports will end, and that's kind of my message to all the coaches and athletes that I'm with every day. Sports will end, so where's your identity lying in it? For me, that's Jesus, so that's the mission kind of that God gave me.
Yeah, and you speak of that. We've got some pictures to show. Tell us what we're looking at. I hope you've got a monitor nearby where you can see.
Yeah, so I do a chapel with the West football team every week, and just talking about the guys, just about that, how do we glorify Jesus through our sport? And that's a hard line when you're a high school athlete, right? This is what you do, but it can't be your identity. So it's just how do we add Jesus into all the things that we're doing in our life? And that's really my calling with FCA specifically.
Sounds good, Ty. Hey, we love the partnership with Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we appreciate you coming out tonight.
Well, thank you guys so much, and we got a good game here, so we'll see.
We do. We have a good game going as the West Band continues to play out on the field. They're heading off the field, but we do have the Dizzy Bat Race, by the way, before we move on. Eric Kane is down there, and we've got an FCA prize pack up for grabs, do we not?
Yeah, we do. We have an FCA prize pack and the Dizzy Bat Challenge. A little logistics down here, having to redirect some traffic to get this race in. So, but we got some great guys down here from Alcoa and, of course, West. We got a Bible and some great swag in here. And what we're going to do, guys, all right, we're going to spin around the bat 5 times. And then whenever you're done, you're going to race and grab to the pylon. But we're going to wait until the band gets off the field first.
Avoid the tuba player when you're running sideways because you're dizzy.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of the way. I about got hit week 1. I learned my lesson to get out of the way as we watch Tony direct some traffic here.
Hey, I tell you what, let's do. Because of the fact that we're avoiding band members, why don't we take a break right here, and then we'll do the Dizzy Bat Race after the break? How about that?
That sounds awesome.
Sounds great. So we'll take a break here at halftime, 14-7 on Rivalry Thursday.
watching the Rivalry Thursday Halftime Report, brought to you by Lincoln Memorial University.
Well, it's 14-7, the halftime scores. We're in the LMU halftime report. Take 2 for the FCA Dizzy Bat Challenge. As you can see, they're ready to roll. All right, guys, on your mark, get set, go. Well, that's a close race there with the spins. And that is the FCA Dizzy Bat Challenge. Now let's take a look at the Alcoa band.
The band spotlight is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. And Ashley Breeden tonight is the drum major for Alcoa as the Tornado Band continues to play. Really nice job there. Nice job there by the Alcoa marching band. Time now for our conclusion, if you will, of the Gambuza's game night makeover. And you got to tell, I like what we've done. You kind of compromised, I feel like.
We did do a little compromising. I tell you what, I'm really proud of Madison because she's done something. I've been watching her come up since she very first started teaching her in classes and everything. She quoted Frank, and Caden asked her, he said, I don't feel like we've cut a whole bunch of hair off, but it feels different. And what she said was, it's not about how much hair you're taking off, it's about what hair you're leaving on. And so that's really what we focused on. It was taken off, we took off probably a solid 1.5 inches. We really lightened it up and thinned it out in the crown so it's easy to take care of. And then we really framed his face with some of these pieces here so we get that kind of Patrick Swayze ghost vibe. So he's still got all that hair, he can still flip it around, but when he cleans it up, he's gonna look nice and neat.
Yeah, he doesn't have a microphone on him, so I can't ask him what he thinks. Wait, put it on him for a second.
Okay, we'll give him this one.
Yeah, go ahead, put it on. I feel like he looks content. Okay, so do you feel good?
I feel pretty, yeah.
Pretty? Is that the word that we're looking for, Caden? I mean, you don't know how you look, though. You haven't seen yourself.
By what they've told me, I feel like they did a really good job.
Okay, sounds good.
I've seen, they took a photo, they showed me.
There you go. You look good. You look good. Hey, Caden, thanks for playing along with us, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, By the way, hey, Eric, thanks. He can't hear us, so I can't talk to Eric. Guys, thank you very much. Guys in the truck, there's
thank you very much.
There's that QR code. Yeah, Caden, thank you very much. The QR code there are some specials on there at Gambuza's. You can get a free haircut possibly out of that. Also, D1 has got a special on there where someone's going to get a free month of workouts at D1 with the professional trainers there. So let's listen to the band for just a little bit longer, and then we'll take a break. All right, a little bit more of the band. Hey, there's Zach Nelson. By the way, he's going to be our sideline reporter next week because Austin Price is out. Eric comes up here. Zach takes over on the sideline. And you got a busy night tomorrow night with all the Diamond Clear games.
Yes, sir, for sure. We've got a great game going tonight here between Alcoa and West. It's going to be really hard to beat that tomorrow night on Diamond Clear. But we'll first send you over to Straw Plains, and that game might have the same buzz that this one has as Carnes goes over to Carter to take on the Hornets. And in that one, Mark, this game should be an absolute shootout between Deshaun Bishop and the Carnes Beavers. They're really clicking on all cylinders. 35.2 points per game on the offensive side of the football. PlayStation Presley and the Carter Hornets, they come over. They scored 56 a week ago against Scott. Really, these two teams, they played a shootout a year ago. Carnes coming out on top, 48-25. And then also Carnes, back when they last played over at Carter, 2008, that one was a shootout, 36-35 in favor of Carnes. And then a couple other games for you on the Diamond Clear Media docket tomorrow night. South Dole travels to Farragut in a big contest. These two teams played in a thriller a year ago south of the river over at South Dole. Farragut, a 28-21 winner that night. The ads have looked impressive, Mark. This season they've won against Beach, Oak Ridge, and Cleveland. Also, I'll have Central and Hardin Valley tomorrow night. Should be a fun one. Watch Frank Johnson IV against the Hawks.
As we always say, go to the games, support your schools as the lights go out behind us. But on your device, you can follow all those games at Diamond Clear. Zach, have a good call tomorrow night. Halftime wraps up. Second half right around the corner. 14-7 Alcoa as the light show is in full effect.
Thanks for watching the Rivalry Thursday Halftime Report, brought to you by Lincoln Memorial University. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Iris Networks, Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics, and Exterior Home Solutions.
125 years ago, LMU was born out of the desire to provide opportunity to the underserved, a living memorial to a great president who believed knowledge was a transformative force. Over the decades, we've prepared students for careers in medicine, education, nursing, business, and law, so they can go serve their communities. While a lot has changed over the past 125 years, our mission has not. Values, education, service. This is Lincoln Memorial University.
Football is back, and OAB Law is excited for a season full of big hits and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OAB Law will come to your defense. Call OAB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
Being a State Farm agent for over 30 years, I've walked alongside my customers through all their life stages. Saving you money on your insurance is something I take pride in, but earning your trust is something I value just as much. You can count on me to be there through all life's joyous moments.
Real comfort, real food, real good. For almost 30 years, that's been Aubrey's commitment to you. But when everything changed overnight, you taught us what real good really looks like. You've called in takeout and delivery orders, and sometimes you just called to say hello. Thank you. Thank you for ordering, tipping so generously, and helping us keep people working. Because that's what real good really looks like. And we'll never forget it.
Apparel for Playoff Friday is furnished by E2 Sports and Adidas. E2 Sports, online at mye2sports.com.
And the third quarter is brought to you by Pilot Company, our lone sponsor at this point that's been with us the entire time since we started this 14 years ago. Halftime score, Alcoa 14-7 on West. A bit of an injury update.
Yeah, it looks like C.J. Smith may miss the second half. We'll see. That's kind of the indications we're getting right now. If he can't go, that's a big blow to that West defense. Brian Nick's trying to fire his group up. He knows, hey, let's go get a stop. Let's get West off the field, get our offense back out there, take a 2-touchdown lead, and put this game away early in the third quarter.
Yeah, West gets the football to start the second half because Alcoa got it to start the football game. And I think a very key series because you got to consider West the underdog. And you've seen it so many times that when that underdog goes on the road, if they can stay within one possession, they're in it. As soon as they fall behind 2 possessions, it's always kind of like
hang the head. And yeah, I'm with you. I mean, again, it's why it's important for Alcoa to put them away. You know, you don't let West hang around. Let West hang around, West will beat you. You know, and for West, they've got to hang around because they're trying to, get this thing into a fourth quarter, 1-possession game.
Yeah, so West will get the football to start the second half. West will go right to left on your screen.
What? We coming?
First half, Carson Jesse just 5 of 7, 79 yards, carried the football 6 times for 36 yards and the touchdown, albeit 23 of it on one play.
Kicking off for the Tornadoes, Ignacio Perez.
So Braden Latham, I think Latham, I don't think he had the football enough in the first half if you're West. I don't think they established the run enough with Braden Latham. This Alcoa defense playing awfully well, which is no surprise.
Alcoa's defense was taking it to that West offensive line, which is why they couldn't establish it. I'd like him to do what they did a year ago, which is use him in the passing game and see if he can get loose.
A returnable knuckleball. And how about Jaquarius Friend waiting patiently for blockers and then slung down to the ground at the 22-yard line, maybe the 23. And that's where West will set up shop. Take a look at the OEB Law first half stats.
What stands out to you? I mean, I just
time
think
of possession.
But to me, it's the balance from Alcoa. 91 rushing, 98 through the air.
Or 27 yards rushing for West. You've got one of the best running backs in East Tennessee, and you had a total of 27 yards.
Now, West only had 3 offensive possessions in that first half. So
they'll go to Latham here. Latham, tough running, will bowl his way forward for a gain of 6.
Technically, West had 4, but the fourth was with 57 seconds to go. So, like, you're in hurry-up mode. You're not trying to do your normal offense.
He's got something wrong.
It looks like a malfunction with the equipment.
Well, his pants are about to fall off. His helmet's stuck.
Pick up about 6. Davis and Shore came up for the tackle.
5 of 7, 79 yards. Latham is out. They'll go off right tackle. A little tough running inside by Silas Cole.
Yeah, that gets him almost up to the 40-yard line. That was a really tough run. Latham right back in. So Cole comes in, does the job, picks up the first down, moves the sticks, and now Latham right back in. Again, West goes down, scores right here, and makes it 14-14. Everything settles back down.
Sure. 10 yards and a first down out to the 39-yard line. Carson Jesse, the quarterback. Alcoa bringing pressure. Latham right up the gut.
His
all
feet
of a sudden,
are so good. I mean, you watch the one sidestep right here and then the acceleration. Sidestep, acceleration through the hole, lowers his head. I mean, remember, he's a big kid. I mean, he's 6 foot 191. I mean, that's big for a tailback. Most tailbacks, you know, unless they're the Derrick Henry supersized, are right around 5'10", 5'9", 5'11". You know, 190, not in the college weight room.
Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. Latham again. There's the quick footwork off left tackle. He'll find a soft spot in the defense and pick up 5 yards into Alcoa territory. And Latham's as nice a kid as you'll ever talk to.
Yeah. Well, he and his brother both. It's a big boy driver here from West if they can take it down the field and score. Latham out for a break.
I remember correctly, this was the score at halftime over at Maryville, 14-7, and Maryville came out and drove down and got things tied up. Run right up the middle into the secondary. Quick feet following blockers. Down the right sideline using the speed. Silas Cole, did he get in?
He
Touchdown.
got in.
46 yards for Silas Cole, and what a block downfield by his receiver.
You got the big physical power, bull in the china shop with Latham. Then you got the jitterbug, quickness in the hole, out, burst of speed, and a great run right here by Silas Cole.
All important extra point. Don't remind West of this from last year. Extra point is up. It is good. We are tied. Right where we started on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company. West and Alcoa tied at 14.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Pilot Company, Ted Russell Ford, Food City, and Lincoln Memorial University.
Do you want top-of-the-line fitness equipment for home, school, or work? New Dynabody in Maryville has everything you need to build that gym. Used equipment brands include Paramount, Life Fitness, Nautilus, Hammer Strength, and Precor. Reach for the power with Dynabody.
Blue 2020 F-150 $41,990. Hey, Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. Only at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive.
Hey, this is UT head football coach Josh Heupel. It's football time in Tennessee. When the Big Orange play, you don't have to miss a second of the action. Before, during, and after the game, just make sure your radios are tuned in to 107.7 WIVK. Or if you're on the go, download the WIVK app and listen anywhere. Your flagship station for the Tennessee Volunteers. 107.7 WIVK. It's a Tennessee tradition.
Hi, I'm Anderson County head football coach Davey Gillen, and I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
Fireworks for the Rivalry Showcase are sponsored by OEB Law.
Well, our thanks to Gray Hodges this year for their donation to the visiting school every week, which is really, and it's a visiting school that has to pay for the buses and all of that stuff, and Charlie Morgan and all the great people over at Gray Hodges, $1,000 going to the visiting school each and every week. Game tied at 14 after the Silas Cole touchdown, a 5-play, 77-yard drive, 46 yards on the score. And right back where we started as Tyson Seavey has had success getting the football to the end zone. And this one is returnable from the 1-yard line. cutting back right up the field, and that's the difference between it getting into the end zone or it not. Alcoa with the big return past midfield.
Jordan Harris doing what Jordan Harris does, which is make plays defensively, offensively, and that time on special teams.
60 yards on the return, and he cuts back against the grain. Almost tripped up. Yeah.
And good job by CB just getting him out of bounds, forcing him to the sideline.
Down to the 39-yard line. And Lunsford, who had a nice first half, 10 of 13 through the air, 98 yards, steps in at quarterback. Swing this one. This will be rushing yards, and the football comes loose.
They called it loose.
West picks it up and taken down from behind. What a turn of events for West. Add 15 more yards for a horse collar tackle, and the Rebels will be deep in Alcoa territory. The pass was backwards to Jordan Harris. And then when the fumble happened, and Caden Latham picked it up, I believe they're going to call a horse collar tackle on the return.
There is no foul for horse collar on the play.
So no horse collar, yet and still West has the football at the 34.
Swings it out, and then watch the big hit right here. Boom, knocking it away. That's Ryan Scott.
And it was actually Marshawn Bowers who picked up the football. And so now that quickly, the first turnover of the game, gives West the football at the 34. Jesse hands off to Latham. Nice job by that Alcoa defense.
They swarm and hold him to a gain of 2.
Tell you what, Braden Cornett, number 56, has literally been on just about every tackle for Alcoa, and Latham is struggling to get up. Hobbling a little bit on his left ankle. Rolled up on and bent backwards. Gain of 2. They'll give it to Latham again. And off right tackle inside the 30 down to the 28. That Alcoa defense really playing well.
Yeah, we bring up 3rd and 5. Don't you think this is 2-down territory?
Oh, absolutely.
And if but just because of the spot in the field. If you're 10 yards further, I think you're turned into CV. But this is about the same spot on the field he missed right at the end of the first half. So if you know when you're going to go for it on 2 downs, you'll be a little more creative here.
Big Lance Williams going both ways tonight. 3rd down and 4. West will hand off right up the middle. Latham off right tackle.
Oh, look at the effort.
Squeeze
He's
through.
not going to get the first down, but he's going to get close enough to where now it's 4th and 1 and much more gettable.
Yeah, and there's no question you're going here. As Latham goes off the field.
See, I think that's a blow.
And they'll bring Silas Cole in. Now, I will tell you this. In the film study with West, they talked about that Alcoa loads the box on a 3rd or 4th down and 1. They said be prepared to play fake and throw for it. Let's see what they do. They don't have to worry about it. 5 yards as Big Lance Williams says Merry Christmas in September.
Before the snap, offside, number 79 of the defense. Penalty will be 5 yards, results in a 1st down.
That's where Alcoa's got to be more disciplined. Lance, a little bit antsy out there.
Wanting to make a play. How about the Academy Award by the offensive lineman?
I enjoyed Carson Jesse because he knew he got him.
Ryan Nix calls a timeout here. There was something he did not like in what he saw out there. And so we'll go ahead and catch us a quick break and a break so we don't leave action.
When it comes to the game of football, teamwork is critical for success. When it comes to customer service and business, that team approach is just as critical. That's why we're such believers in our friends at Exterior Home Solutions.
We have seen firsthand how Exterior Home Solutions has supported our community and treats their customers just like family.
So when it comes to roofing, siding, or maybe a complete overhaul, please Solutions your first and only call.
And right on cue, next week we will be at the home of the Price Twins, Clinton at Campbell County next week, in a important game as we talked about earlier.
Yeah, again, for Campbell County, if they don't win, making the playoffs becomes near impossible. Whereas if Clinton doesn't win, they could still, beat Carnes like they did a year ago and potentially get in some tiebreaker scenarios. But, Campbell County really needs that win next week. Should be a really good football game between the two teams. Clinton playing Chattanooga Central tomorrow night. That's a team that Campbell County lost to the first week of the football season.
First down and 10 at the 20. They'll play fake. Look to throw. Jesse to the back corner of the end zone. And they will say he was out of bounds. Love to see this one again as Caden Latham very close to catching this one, but the official had a great angle. Jesse throws it out. They do some pushing, and great call.
Yep.
Great call.
Right on top of it. It's a nice catch. Just did not get that lead foot in.
Second down and 10. Keep in mind you're in field goal range right now, 37-yarder. Silas Cole in at running back. They'll go to him. Off left tackle following blockers. And Alcoa ripping at the football.
Yeah, look at his helmet turned around totally all the way around.
4-yard gain down to the 16-yard line.
Watch his helmet get twisted all the way around right here. Watch this. It's all the way around. Look at that. It's going backwards.
Ow. Ugh. That's the Joe Nurbert collision of the game right there with his own helmet. What it has to be. It's just flat uncomfortable. Third down and 6 for West at the 16-yard line.
I'm going to either Latham out of the backfield or Wynn.
And they will throw for it. Jesse looks to throw. Pressure. Football comes loose. And the Rebels will fall on it at the 21-yard line.
Recovery by Thad Sterling,
which would set up a 38-yard field goal attempt, and that's what they'll do as Tyson Seavey comes out on the field.
Elijah Cannon getting there, ripping the ball out. West lucky to get back on it and have this field goal attempt to take the lead.
38 yards from the left hash. For the lead. High snap. Kick is up. It is blocked, and look out. Alcoa will pick it up. Elijah Cannon will take it to the house. What a turn of events here as Alcoa takes the lead.
Operations that time slower than the first field goal attempt. And the first field goal attempt, they did not.
There is a flag at the 34-yard line.
They did not bring any pressure. That time they brought pressure, got home, blocked it. This is going to be on the return, which means probably take the touchdown off the board.
And if this is on Alcoa.
Or is it against West? Alcoa's throwing their hands up like touchdown still.
They look like they're still celebrating.
Yeah, because it could be a sideline warning against Alcoa.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Sideline warning against Alcoa.
So 20-14, 63 yards on the return of the blocked field goal. And watch the right side cave in. A nice bounce.
Yeah, either 54 or Jordan Harris got home for Alcoa, 54 being Riley Long. They both were in the area.
It's really hard to read the numbers on these uniforms for us.
It was hard to tell who actually got their hand on it. Was it Harris or was it Long? And then, again, ball just kind of bounced like a basketball right up to Elijah Cannon, and he took off.
Extra point is up.
Before the snap, false start. Number 74 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Try for down.
So that on the extra point, they'll move it back. So still 20-14. Those extra points so important. Once again, look back to last year, a difference of 1 point in this game, 21-20 Alcoa. Snap is high, kick is up, and this hits the goalpost, and there's an extra point that's missed.
Well, I said back on the first one, mark it down. They're getting close and close and close. That time, the pressure, I think, caused him to hook it.
Mark it down, 20-14, with a Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase presented by Food City is coming up Saturday, December the 10th at Anderson County. Nominations, by the way, local coaches, we are in that period right now. Send in your nominations of your players that you think should be considered for this. Eddie Courtney, Dave Meskey, the co-head coaches for Knoxville. Davey Gillum, Anderson County head coach, is the head coach for East Tennessee. Saturday night, December the 10th, and last year we went to a fireworks show and a football game broke out. We hope to do the same thing again this year. Well, a lot to smile about if you're Alcoa, which leads us right into our Smile Cam, brought to you by KnoxvilleSmiles.com. My dentist, Doctors Malone, Doctors Costa.
Let's go, Alcoa.
And Alcoa up 20-14 after the extra point went doink off the left upright. So Jaquarius Wren is deep for West. It's funny how the extra point just changes the whole kind of scope of the game. It did a year ago. They'll let him return this one as Wren will patiently wait for blockers. He'll cut right up the middle and out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go on your seat, pick us up again.
Well, if you're looking for great shots of any of our games or other games, go to dhil.photo. You can just take a shot there of the QR code, and it will take you to dhil.photo. Once again, a recent high school graduate starting up a business. His name is Dustin, and you can support him by getting some great photos. First down and 10, under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter in a 6-point game. West was kicking a field goal to take the lead, and a nice job getting in the backfield. And there's Big Lance Williams. You know, that kid would scare me looking at him just because he looks so mean. Then you talk to him, and he's like the nicest kid.
Yeah, super nice kid.
There's that guy, Mr. Pepper.
Now, some of the best are super intimidating and
Virginia Tech
really just ruthless between the white lines, and some of the best kids off the field.
He's going to be an early enrollee at Virginia Tech, so he'll be there in the spring. Carson Jesse can run, has lots of room, will run right up the middle, out past the 30 to the 32. We'll call that a gain of 8 yards, maybe 7, and we'll bring up a third down and manageable 3. Boy, how quickly Lady Mo changes. Third down and 2. Jesse will look to throw. Overthrows the receiver, and that's one of those third and short where the coaches said be prepared to throw for it. You got to connect on those. Tried to get it to 6 Horde, who's 5'7", and he needed to be about 6'3" for that one. The last time West punted the football, this is their third punt of the night. The last one was a 1-yard punt for Jones Bolig, a sophomore. Good snap here. Punt is away. A much, much better punt here. And Alcoa will get the football inside their 30 at the 29. And let's take a quick break here. Some advice for your life from our good friends at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Yeah, hey, this is Dr. Matt Rapay with Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic, here to talk to you about some tips to prevent injury in football. First, it's your preparation, whether that's your strength training and your stretching. Those two need to be maximized to make sure we prevent that injury. In addition, you got to focus on your hydration and your nutrition. Those need to blend well to prevent the injury. And lastly, you got to be using the right equipment to prevent injury. All those together have to be put together to keep you from getting the injury that we all want to avoid.
Alcoa with the football, off left tackle, and a short gain of 1. By the way, I expect to visit with Eric to visit with Dr. Rapay coming up in the second half. He's always over there for West. Actually call it a gain of 2 yards, 2nd down and 8. Zach Lunsford, the senior quarterback.
Is it just me, or is after Mark made his comment, this game was slow to a screeching halt?
This is not true. By the way, if you go back and look at the tape, you mentioned how quickly the game was going first. Then I supported what you said with reinforcement. 2nd down and 8. Lunsford looks to throw right across the middle. There's his guy, Eli Owens.
West can't defend that. That's been open all night long. Wide open all night long. Get that inside position.
6th catch for Owens. By the way, tomorrow night, the OEB Law Game of the Week on BBB TV 12 is Harriman at Rockwood. The 104th meeting in the state's oldest rivalry. That is tomorrow. Yeah, the timing is just there between quarterback and receiver.
Tight end.
Yeah, there's a jailbreak. Defense gets in the backfield for a quick loss of 5 yards. You can almost call Owens anything.
Well, he's a tight end.
He's a tight end receiver. I mean, they split him out. They put him in a slot. They use him everywhere. But talk about a jailbreak.
Everybody.
First one back there was John Sartell. Sartell.
Former Vol.
Yeah, Sartell just returned. He had some nagging injuries, and back for the Rebels as we are under a minute and a half to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and 15. Where's 44? He's right across the middle. Lunsford looking at him. They'll turn and throw this one high up into the air and almost intercepted. No flags on the play, but Lunsford was looking for 44, which he does every time he looks to throw. Jaquarius Wren, Devin Jamison back there for West. Watch the pressure for Lunsford. Did that affect the throw?
I think it absolutely affected the throw.
Bowers almost came up with the interception. Big play here for West, a 3rd down and 15. Down by 6. I'd be doubling up 44. Looking to throw. Lunsford can run if he wants, and he breaks the tackle right up the middle and taken down at the 49-yard line. Great run by Lunsford, but a gain of 10 will leave a 4th down and 5, and Nix will punt.
West almost allowed Alcoa to get out of jail there. Bad tackle.
It took Nix just a minute to say punt. It's almost like it's against everything he believes in. But he finally turned and said, get out there. 2nd punt of the night if they punt. Elijah Cannon, the up back. They like to punt, be patient, wait, and then punt. And a high hanging punt that Jaquarius Wren will fair catch back at the 12. Eric Kane, what's on the radio tomorrow night?
Yeah, only 2 games because Knoxville Catholic is off. So on both these Sports Animal dials, 99.1 and AM 990, we're going to have Central, just kidding, South Doyle at Farragut. And over on the sister station, News Talk 98.7, Central will be at Hardin Valley. That's tomorrow on Cumulus Knoxville, News Talk 98.7, and the Sports Animal.
Sounds good, Eric. You're looking good down there, by the way.
Thank you, thank you. It ain't easy.
By the way, how do we address Eric now? Is he on 3, VolQuest?
Yeah,
I mean, podcast, Eric Kane.
Oh,
okay. Well, sorry. I mean, you know.
VolQuest of the On3 Network. Or you can join for only $1 for the first year.
14 seconds to go. Jesse has
got him.
time.
He's got
They're
him
on the wheel route.
Oh, he dropped it. Did he catch it?
Caught it. Oh. Boy, I thought for a second that Thad Sterling bobbled it, but finally caught it. But how big is that trying to get out of jail and he doesn't catch it?
That was a good throw by Carson Jesse. Great touch.
Boop, boop, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, bounced off the turf.
You just can't have those. You can't have those. If you're trying to upset a team, you hit a play on them, which was going to go for 30 yards or so. You just can't drop that pass.
Second down and 10. Latham is behind Carson Jesse. He'll get the football and we'll go nowhere. And that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Kind of reminiscent of last year. We go to the fourth quarter in a one-possession game between State Powers, Weston 5A, Alcoa in 3A on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company.
Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Humana, E2 Sports, and OEB Law.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. While the insurance industry has changed over the years, our office offers auto, home, life, mortgages, and many other banking services, including retirement planning. So please give our office a call, text us, or email us, and we'll be happy to do business with you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Costad. Dr. Malone and I here at Knoxville Smiles are here to help you with any of your dental needs, whether it's a routine cleaning, a root canal, or if you just want some advice. Did you know that you don't have to settle for a denture anymore? My team and Dr. Malone are here to help you no matter where you're at and to help you figure out the truth for your dental health. So give us a call or visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Matlock Tire has a reputation for being a little bit old school. We're proud to be known for our outstanding hometown customer service. We've been doing things that way for over 60 years. But Matlock now offers new modern conveniences, such as family-friendly waiting areas, online appointment scheduling. You can even shop for tires and see our current stock right from your computer or smartphone. We invite you to stop into one of our 5 convenient locations or come see us online at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown service. Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hi, my name is Steve Shelton, Managing Principal with First Choice Lending Services. Right now, the housing market in Tennessee can be challenging, and you need the right lender to help you walk through it. We're a local lender. We're part of your community, and we know how to best serve you. When you get a home loan with First Choice Lending, you'll get a loan that is customized just for you. If you need help getting approved for a home loan, please give one of our experienced loan officers a call today.
Fourth quarter is brought to you by Hillary Frost Homes of Keller Williams. You can sign up to have lunch with the Vols online at hillaryfrosthomes.com. You and 3 of your friends. We'll announce that December the 4th on the Locker Room Show on Sunday night. Go to the fourth quarter at 20-14, a third down. Jesse with all kinds of time. Overthrows his receiver. And Jaquarius Wren across the middle, jumping up and down. punting team will come out on the field for West. Third quarter stats, total yards even, time of possession much closer.
Much closer, and total yards. We kind of inched it back close. I mean, at the end of the day, Mark, you're looking at two special team snafus: a blocked field goal that led to a return for a touchdown, and a 1-yard punt that led to another touchdown.
Fourth punt of the night, bobbled for a moment. And Alcoa will set up shop in West territory at the 43-yard line, a short field on just a 31-yard punt. Jordan Harris. Well, Dr. Matthew Rapay, who we heard from a minute ago, the man, the myth, the legend, is down there with Eric Kane.
Yeah, Dr. Rapay, you are everywhere. You're here on a Thursday night. You're going to be at Halls tomorrow night. You do Tennessee games. You do Carson Newman games. You're all over the place on football season.
Yeah, it's just a fun thing to do. I'm really privileged to be able to do it. It's a busy time of year, but it's certainly fulfilling.
Absolutely, and there are KOC clinics all across Knoxville. There's one in Jefferson City we were talking about from back in the day. You can't really go anywhere without finding your work.
That's right. We're all over Knoxville and proud to do it.
All right, so on nights like this, kind of what do you do during the games? Obviously, when guys get banged up a little bit, you just kind of go there and check on them. But what are your roles here tonight?
Well, hopefully I don't do much of anything. Occasionally, unfortunately, we have to do things, and a lot of times just making a decision whether an athlete can play or not. But sometimes we can patch some guy up to get him back in the game, and that's the most fun. But most of the time, we're just praying nothing happens. But we're available if it does.
We appreciate your work. Thank you so much.
That's super kind. Thank you.
By the way, don't let him go real quick, Eric. Can you ask him how great a soccer player he was in college for me?
Mark wants to know how great of a soccer player you were in college.
Well, that's pretty funny, Mark.
Tell him I got it.
Inside joke.
I got it from Benson Scott. Benson Scott texted me the question.
Benson Scott texted in the question.
Yeah, I'm sure Benson did. He's quite a card.
All right, sounds good. Thanks. Okay, so a loss of 4 yards makes it a 2nd down and 14. Back to the 47-yard line. $11 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Lunsford play fake. Oh, intercepted up the left side. Look out here. It's John Carlovato. Blocker in front, and Carlovato will score. Touchdown, Rebels. First mistake of the night by Lunsford, and West can take the lead with the extra point.
They went with that kind of play action, put it in the belly, pull it out, and throw the quick slant all night long. They go do it again here. This time, though, it's Carlovato jumping the route, and then the old quarterback is off to the races.
Extra point for the lead after a 60-yard interception return for 6. Extra point is, it hits the crossbar and goes in.
Wow.
Hits the goalpost.
I mean, when you think about this, Mark, this game is so, look at the third quarter stats. They're so similar, time of possession similar. You're looking at how the ball bounces off an upright. One bounce back, this one clangs through.
Doink and through. Look at all of the players watching, and you see it, as we've said ad nauseum, how many games in high school football come down to those special teams and the extra point.
Well, it's why there's 3 phases to every game. And tonight, outside of that missed extra point, Alcoa's dominated special teams.
Yeah. Well, Commercial Bank salutes the stripes, honoring Chris Clark tonight, our referee, who has been busy. 18th season officiating. As Austin said earlier, he's with Blount County Parks and Recreation, works with his church college ministry, and is a busy man tonight in a very important football game. Well, if you like games that the momentum changes every time you get up and run to the bathroom or go get a snack, this is your kind of game. 21-20 West in the fourth quarter. Kick is into the end zone. And a little bit of confusion back and forth.
Well, it's like he's trying to rob a home run at the wall.
Yeah. Well, the pre-owned patrol on hand tonight. There they are. I tried to get you in there with them. They're high-fiving the pre-owned patrol by Ted Russell Ford. Only those two guys can make it happen. Hang on, there's a football incoming as they're celebrating, and almost a doink. That is classic television.
Now Alcoa's got to be smart about how they play offense here, because you don't want to get too careless with the ball, turn it over, give West another short field. Long way to go. You're only down a point.
Just a minute ago, Alcoa had the football in West territory, up 20-14, going downhill, and you think, okay, Alcoa's about to have that knockout punch. And the mistake, and now they're down 21-20. Lunsford, low snap, handoff off left tackle. Look at the move there. Using the speed, tripped up at the 43-yard line with the quick feet of Jordan Harris before finally tripped up by Caden Latham, 22 yards on the run.
That's a great job by that left side of the offensive line and Lance Williams. They pull, they get out, they center has a great kick out block, and Harris.
Look at Caden. Caden's a talker now. His brother Braden, the running back, Caden defensive back, and there's Eli Owens, number 44. They'll run a reverse. Looking out here, backup quarterback. They're trying to throw it deep. Tripped up from behind. There are no flags as they slipped in the backup quarterback, Eli Graff. He tried to get it to Luke Cannon. Not sure if we can say Cannon tripped up or was tripped up. Yeah. I think he was tripped up. Second down and 10. Inside handoff off left tackle, tripped up again into West territory at the 49-yard line. And just this close to breaking it was Harris. Ryan Scott tripping him up. And a big third down and 4 at midfield coming up here.
By the way, can these two teams just play every week?
Looking to throw. Oh, hook and ladder! The hook and ladder! Will this one pay off for 6? The move inside the 5. How pretty was that?
West just totally caught off guard. And they thought they had it schemed up so well, and they did until the lateral.
How pretty was that?
Well, he had to really push it out there pretty good on him, because if he didn't, he was going to get walloped from behind, and that would have altered the whole play. So give a lot of credit to the wide receiver on the pitch.
Well, he was in the hornet's nest, 3 defensive backs behind him, just to catch the football, much less catch it and pitch it in one motion. A 6-yard pass, a 43-yard run, first down and goal. Lunsford keeps it himself, touchdown, and Alcoa back in front, 8:26 to go, and the light show is back on again.
Again, I'll reiterate, these two teams just play every week. I mean, We've hit them twice, and it's been phenomenal for 8 quarters. Still 8:26 left to go in this one. Alcoa taking a timeout.
Well, they'll go for 2. Yeah, they'll take a timeout and go for 2 with 8:26 to go. Watch it again. Watch the hook and ladder. And
it's like a chest pass. Watch him chest pass this.
I think that's Cannon. I think it's Elijah Cannon. It was so hard as he pitched it out to Jordan Harris. Well, we talked about Austin a year ago, 21-20 in double overtime. Here we are again in this one. And what it shows you is just how even these teams are. When you're at this level and you're a state championship caliber team, you get them together. These are just 2 well-coached football teams.
Yeah, I mean, again, 2 quality programs, good coaching staffs, a bunch of good players has been a recipe for 8 quarters of unbelievable good football. And credit to both these teams for the back and forth they've had, as now Alcoa will go for 2 to try to extend it back to 7.
Yeah, it was Luke Cannon, by the way, who made the grab. Lunsford, they want to try to pick. That one just didn't work at all. That didn't work at all. They were trying to run almost a Statue of Liberty, I think, as Lunsford was looking one way and going to hand it off a la Boise State. It just didn't work. 8:26 to go. 26-21 Alcoa. We having fun yet? A lot of football left to play in this one. Well, I don't know if you heard about this or not, but there's a fairly large game over at Neyland Stadium Saturday, 3:30. A great opportunity for you to have a tailgating experience with our partners with Food City, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay. Place that order online like I did today for our pregame meal at foodcity.com, and they'll have you taken care of. 8:26 to go in the game, 26-21. Alcoa now with the lead. And back we go west with the football.
Bowers at deep safety awaits the kickoff from Perez.
Kicked it deep.
Yeah, deep kickoff here. It is returnable from the 2-yard line. Following blockers. Bouncing it to the outside, and a nice open field tackle at the 30-yard line. And my thanks to Ann at One Day Signs and Banners. Had a number of schools say, who is that again? Ann at One Day Signs and Banners, or JP. Give them a shout, 865-525-5474. Carson Jesse now leads West out onto the field. .818 to go. Jesse looking to throw. Has some time, throws it across the middle, overthrows his receiver. And boy, you just kind of feel like right now with these two teams, whoever gets up 2 possessions may be too much for the other to overcome. Second down and 10. Inside handoff, right up the middle. Latham, a quick 4 yards. And a 3rd down and 6. Tackle made by Kobe Barrett. Number 8, that freshman. Big play here for both teams. Just a big play in this game. 3rd down and 6. Jesse will pump under pressure, throws this one as he's hit. Catch is made! Unbelievable catch by Jaquarius Wren. And that's one of those where he doesn't dive for the football, he runs through it.
I didn't think he was going to get there, did you?
40 yards. I thought there was no way he got to it.
It's like he hit like an extra burst here.
Oh, there was no way he got there.
The great throw, steps into that one, and while he was getting hit.
Under duress, well covered, incredible pitch and catch. Having fun?
Yeah, it's been a blast. Again, can we just sign him up to play every week?
Yeah. West down to the 26. Both teams 5-0. Inside handoff, off left tackle to Latham, and there's that Alcoa defense. But Latham continues to fight until he picks up 2 yards.
It's like they hold on for dear life every time they try to wrap him up. He still is able to bull in the china shop, get 2 or 3 at times when he should have got 1 or 0.
Aaron Davis on the tackle for Brian Nix, a longtime defensive coordinator, still calling the defense as the head coach.
4 down territory here for West.
Second down and 8. Inside handoff again, busting through, Latham, end zone, is he in? They'll say down inside the 1. You talk about the burst.
West trying to go up-tempo here. Alcoa trying to scurry in and off.
They're running big Lance out there. It won't matter. Latham off left tackle. Touchdown. So now at 27-26, we find ourselves in a situation where we're going for 2 every time. Alcoa goes for 2. Now West goes for 2. Yeah, Lance Williams just got out there a little late, and by the time he got out there, he couldn't even get a hand on the ground. And Latham scores.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, and I know we're sitting here at 9:24. By the way, welcome to fall as of 21 minutes ago.
Yep, 9:03.
On September 22nd. But timeout West, they're going to talk about it. Maryville has not lost a game to a local team not named Alcoa.
I was waiting for this to come.
Until since 2000. Since Halls, 2000. That West game, week 10, is a possibility. They get very few possibilities.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Is a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, this West team can run it.
Yep.
Carson Jesse's starting to play a lot better as far as more consistent, being a playmaker, not a manager.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are plays he's made tonight. He's thrown. I mean, if you go back to that one the kid dropped, I mean, he's thrown some really good balls. And so, a year ago he was just more of a game manager. He's becoming more of a playmaker, and that's a big step for West. When you look, all of a sudden they got a quarterback that can make plays. They got two running backs, one big, one small, that can make plays. Nice receiver in Wren, a defense that any team would love to have.
They look like a Maryville or Alcoa.
Yeah, they really do in a lot of ways.
They just look like a Maryville Alcoa, and around here people know what that means. So here we go, the 2-point conversion that could extend this to a 3-point game. Where are you going? I'm toss sweep left to Latham. They'll look to throw. Carson Jesse looking for the end zone, and they'll get it. 29-26. West with the lead. Alcoa, your turn. Nice pass here. 6 plays, 70 yards. Latham with the 1-yard touchdown. Break and break from OEB Law.
Is back, and OEB Law is excited for a season full of big hits and those nail-biting near misses. If you've been injured, OEB Law will come to your defense. Call OEB Law and turn your wreck into a check.
I got people messaging me saying, you know, whoever has the football last wins. I mean, maybe true at 29-26. We talked about the defenses. You come out here in this game and 5:51 to go. Back and forth we go.
In a non-related note, how cool is it that Kansas football has went from doormat to selling out their stadium and undefeated 3 weeks into the college football season? I think it's
yeah.
I mean, they went from just perpetual, just take a beating every week to what Lance Leipold has done there has been really, really dramatic.
How cool is it that Tennessee sold out a game against Akron? I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I agree. But Tennessee's tradition, their fan base for football, Kansas tradition and fan base for football, two wildly different things.
Well, as the ball goes into the end zone, our E2 Sports Scholar Athlete of the game for West, John Sartell, senior. Once again, one of those GPAs that neither Austin nor I even sniffed, unless you want to talk about 50% of it. A 4.6 GPA. Congratulations, John Sartell. Getting it done in the classroom and on the field as well.
I think he's going off to Air Force. I believe he's committed to the service academy. One of the service academies.
Zach Lunsford has played well tonight. One big mistake gave West a touchdown here. Bobbles that. Eli Owens catches the ball and flips around to the middle of the field. Call that a gain of about 5.
Carlavato, who had the big pick 6, number 4.
You start watching that clock as you hit the 5-minute mark. Lunsford will run this one. Tries to get to the outside, chopped down at the 25-yard line. There's that other Latham.
Off the 2-point conversion. Now he comes up, makes the tackle for loss.
No gain on the play, 3rd down and 4. And as the clock goes under 5 minutes to go, another one of those key plays. Gee, where's 44? They'll hand off right up the gut. No, sir.
John Sartell, and then who? That old familiar name, Ryan Scott. coming through to make the tackle. Sartell with the big club on that right hand, but his first game back, he has played really well tonight, especially with CJ out of the game. CJ Smith, 4th and 5.
Nix will finally send the punting unit out.
I still think you have to be careful for a fake and be careful for a hard count. West has got to be disciplined here.
Your punter is very close to the center, and they will fake it. Following lead blockers off left tackle, they will get the first down. There was no way they were punting because he wasn't back there in punt formation. Jordan Harris was just far enough to make the defense think they were punting. Yeah, they weren't.
Harris has done it all tonight, defensively, special teams, offensively.
Well, now it's 4-down territory all over the field.
Well, correct.
3.5 minutes
at this
to go.
point, you're down to 3:30, clock's ticking.
All 3 timeouts left for the Tornadoes. Right up the middle, Lunsford hold on to the football as West is stripping at it.
See, Alcoa's got to go a little faster than they're going. I mean, I understand 3 minutes can take a while, but it can also run off really quick.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left.
They both used them on a 2-point conversion.
Correct. They both used a timeout to talk about it. Clock under 3 to go.
Which worked out well for West, did not work out for Alcoa.
By the way, I do want to throw out my E2 Sports. They have been champs this year with our apparel, whatever embroidery we need, screen print, absolute champs, E2 Sports. Oh, they'll drop the football. Lunsford falls on it back at the 29-yard line, a loss of 8.
And that's a debilitating play right there. I mean, the first down play was not good. Now you've got a huge loss on second down. So now you're really going to, it's 2-down territory. You don't have to get all 18 yards or 19 yards back right here.
I might have used a timeout right there if I was Nix. I mean, the clock's just salting away, and it's a 3rd down coming up in, 16?
It's more than that. It's 18. 3rd and 18.
West showing pressure, and they'll bring it. Lunsford looking to throw. Can run if he can get to the outside, and he can. He's going to get the first down. Past midfield, past the 40. Pushed out at the 31-yard line. Great vision by the senior quarterback Lunsford, who patiently waited his turn to be the guy. He's now the guy, 38 yards on a huge conversion.
Yeah, very heady play because West got so far up the field right here, and then there was nobody on that backside.
He was just running so patiently because the field was wide open. They call him out at the 33-yard line, 1:45 to go.
From 3rd and 18 to now feeling like you're plenty of time, almost to the 30 of West.
They'll split Owens out a little bit. 5-yard penalty, illegal procedure here on Alcoa.
Again, a field goal ties it, so you don't have to score a touchdown.
Whoa, you talking about these two teams in overtime?
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
It really does feel like deja vu to have these two teams in this kind of game. By the way, we're in the end of a 2-year cycle of agreements, and they have talked about that they want to continue to play this series as they should.
As they should, yeah. I mean, Alcoa is always looking for teams to play in West. This is a good barometer game for them.
Looking to throw, pressured and buried at the 41-yard line.
There's your guy. He's had a big night tonight, pressuring all night long. That being 55, Jemias Mills.
Lunsford thought he could get around him, and Mills just freaking bopped him.
Well, Mills attacked instead of sitting back, letting Lunsford dictate everything. He dictated everything.
Yeah, Mills has had a big game tonight. So 1:17 to go. It's second down. 18, 19 yards? Eric Kane, how much fun you having down there?
Man, I mean, both these teams are getting after it. The Alcoa sideline coaching staff just preaching to their players to stay focused, stay engaged, try to win it here, but obviously they're just about to get in the field goal range. But it's a pretty lively sideline down here at Alcoa, and looking for a fun ending.
Hey, what I'd like to know is at what point in time, where on the field do you feel like if you're Alcoa, you feel like you're in field goal range?
Oh, probably
the 20.
I was gonna say the 25 to feel safe. Probably the 30 you can attempt it. But that's still a long field goal.
Second down and 19, 1:17 to go. Lamar Brown's Rebels trying to hold on for what would have to be called an upset. Lunsford, pressure from behind, slung down at the 46-yard line. One more time, it's Ryan Scott.
Anderson Smith.
Actually, that time, Anderson Smith. Smith, a junior, coming off the right defensive end position, just beats Lance Williams. And now it's third down and what, 23.
Clock's ticking here, down to 43 seconds.
43 seconds to go. Third and 23. Lunsford feeling pressure, can run again.
He ain't getting that far.
And he'll be knocked out at the 38-yard line. A flag comes in. They will call that a hit out of bounds. And the West coaches better be quiet.
He wasn't out of bounds when he hit him. I want to see this from probably the end zone view.
The West coaches better keep their mouths shut over there. Let's see it. Wow.
How can you call that?
Wow.
That's terrible.
How can you make that call?
That's terrible. That is terrible.
That's unbelievable. No, that's unbelievable. Did they call a sideline warning?
They called both. They called the personal foul and sideline warning.
Carlovado.
After the play, personal foul, number 4 of the defense. Sideline warning, 5-yard penalty against the defense.
They're in field goal range. You got 31 seconds to go. You're going to have a first down. So you're going to have some shots at it on what was a third down and 23.
That's terrible. Again, that's just terrible. I mean, that's inexcusable, especially when you're looking right at it. And we can sit up here and nitpick. We're going to nitpick that. That was garbage. And these kids on both sides. It wouldn't be if it was West getting the call. It would be
first
garbage.
Down and 10 at the 18. It's not Lunsford. Lunsford is out. The completion is made inside the 10. They've gone to the backup. Obviously, Lunsford was knocked out of the game, and that's Eli Graff at quarterback. The first down stops the clock with 24 to go. They'll down the football. How about the pass by the backup quarterback?
That's some guts.
Eric Kane, help us out.
Yeah, so on the play on the far sideline where they called the hit out of bounds, that's when Lunsford walked off the field with a considerable limp. He's got his helmet standing behind the coaches, wanting to get back in the field or wanting to get back on the game, but he had a pretty bad limp there, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, I would say I'd be surprised if they do anything besides hand off to Jordan Harris, but after the pass by Graff, nothing would surprise me. And Graff will look to throw. He'll throw for the end zone.
Unbelievable interception.
Intercepted, and West will survive this game. Ryan Scott goes high in the air, and the Rebels will come over to Blount County and escape with a 29-26 win. What a catch.
Well,
and I know what you're thinking.
Ball don't lie. And again, It is what it is. Kudos to this kid for coming in and making a heck of a throw cold off the bench, because he did. And then that one, that was a go jump ball.
It's a great throw.
Great throw, and a great play by Ryan Scott.
Yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, great throw. And I love the confidence of the Alcoa coaches. You send the backup quarterback in, you let him play.
Yeah, it wasn't on them reason the play got called. They're just out there playing. Kudos to Alcoa. They fought to the end. Kudos to West. Two great teams. Again, sign me up for these two teams every week.
Yeah.
That right there was spectacular on both ends. Both teams fought hard. Credit to both.
Well, and these head coaches, great respect for each other. You see the respect by the coaching staffs. Lamar Brown and Brian Nix, they talked on the phone this past Saturday about how much they look forward to this game. Unbelievable respect between these two programs. But the third Alcoa turnover of the night is the biggest, as West comes over to Blount County and pulls off a win, 29-26.
Blue 2020 F-150 41,990. Hut. Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. Only at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive.
Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Safety, integrity, reliability. More people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
Excuse me, I had my phone on the talkback button. That's why I started about 5 times. Time now for High School Heroes, brought to you by Pilot Company and Lamar Brown, all class, going over to the other team, the other coach. This was his team a year ago. This is how his kids felt a year ago. Yep. And I remember the last shot of the story that we had, the look back at last year, was the Alcoa players consoling West. And now West doing it to Alcoa in just an instant classic again.
Yeah, great back and forth football game. Two great teams, and again, man, that game signed me up. That's why high school football is great. I mean, you know, it was two great teams, players making plays, kids coming into their own. I mean, it just unbelievable. Both quarterbacks were playmakers tonight. They were just awesome.
I love college football, but for me, there's nothing like a high school game like that. It takes me back to my Texas days. I'm just telling you, there's nothing like that. Eric Kane is down on the sideline with our Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP.
Yeah, who else? Carson Jesse, man. And first and foremost, congratulations on the win. How does this feel?
It feels great. You know, we came in knowing there was going to be a dogfight. And these are probably two of the best teams in East Tennessee, and nothing less.
All right, so obviously you beat Alcoa. That's cause for celebration anyway. that play right there that really got you guys going, pressure's in your face, third down, you just sling it up to Ren. Kind of walk me through that play.
Yeah, you know, we had hitches and goes, and they pressed up, and I trust Ren with all my heart, and, you know, he's a playmaker, and he went up and got one for me.
Earlier in the game there, as you see on the television, you ran for a score, kind of got you guys going in the first quarter. You did that a couple of times here tonight. Do you trust your legs to kind of extend plays, and that's another weapon of your game?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I don't know if really Coach Brown does, but yeah, I do. And if I don't want to, but if I have to, I'm going to do it.
All right, so you guys are now 6-0. You just took down Alcoa. I mean, how much confidence is with this team right now? How are you guys feeling?
Yeah, I mean, we're rolling. You know, best part about this team is we just go out there and have fun. And so, I mean, it's just a great time.
What about for you specifically, though? I mean, what's this game mean for you?
Yeah, I mean, you grow up playing Alcoa, and everywhere you go, every sport you play, and to finally just beat them, and they've won. If you look around here, they have 40 state championships, it feels like, and to beat them, it just feels great.
Carson, congratulations, man. Our Exterior Home Solutions MVP of the game. Great win, and keep it rolling.
Appreciate it.
Well, the Joe Newbert collision of the game, and I guess the question is this the collision or is this the helmet turned around backwards? I'm anxious to see what they came up with.
This is
hit right across the middle. Yeah, big hit. I mean, that's worthy of the Joe Newbert collision of the game.
The offensive guy delivered it to the defensive guy more so than the other way around.
Yeah, but there were all kinds of hits tonight. I was voting for the helmet turned around backwards, but that's okay. Where are you taking us tonight for Humana Inside the Huddle?
I think it believes it's Deshaun Bishop.
At Carnes. There we go. They got Carter tomorrow night.
Here at Carnes with Deshaun Bishop. Deshaun coming off first win in first playoff win in Carnes High School history. Coming off a huge year, Mr. Football. Just kind of take me through your expectations this year. What would you like to get accomplished?
Expectations this year are high. We obviously want to get back to the playoffs and stuff like that. Try to break the record again, anything. But I mean, this year is all about the team, basically. Trying to prove a point again like we did last year. We have high goals this year, and we expect nothing less from last year or even more, to be honest.
I've always said, you have such a chip on your shoulder. If you took it off, you wouldn't be the same guy on the field. I mean, you really kind of have that burning passion down deep to prove people wrong. Where's that come from?
Basically just comes from the family. I put them in everything I do, and they push me to stride, especially like the coaches out here. You just want to be the best on the field every day you can, and my goal is to be the best out of everybody, whether it's doing extra work on here or carrying the ball extra times, So whatever it takes. I mean, I carry chip playing here too. Just knowing how Carnes has been, and I'm going to build them up, and it definitely runs through me. And if I'm going, they're going to be going. So yeah, I don't not say I carry them on my back, but I mean it's a team effort though. So I got a lot to prove out here.
You put on 10 to 15 pounds in your off season. You got physically bigger. How different is your game on the whole from maybe like freshman or sophomore year to now?
Freshman year was like 170, so I came in like kind of a little bigger, a little big, but I mean, yeah, just the games I've been trying to put on and stuff like that, just to be able to play at the next level, be able to take those carries and stuff like that. So I mean, if I want to carry the ball 30 to 40 times, I got to put on that weight for it.
Committed to Coastal Carolina. Yes, what did you like about, Coach Chadwell and their program?
I just like that they're good people. On my official visit, kind of sold it for me. Got around some amazing people that I couldn't pass up on, honestly. And got to talk to Chadwell. He's from here.
Yeah.
He knows the place a little bit. So, I mean, we connected really well. And running back coach, we had a good vibe going on, too. And mainly the players, too. The running back room was good. They felt good. Honestly, people to be around, and that's what sold it for me.
When your time's done here, whenever that is, what are you going to remember most about, being a Carnes Beaver?
Probably the Friday night games, stuff like that. The celebrations after in the locker room. Just being out here with these guys, man. I dedicate kind of all my work to them because, without them out here pushing me every day and blocking for me down the field and stuff like that, I wouldn't be able to do it. So definitely these moments at Carnes, the locker rooms and on the field and stuff like that.
A lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of big plays, big moments. kind of surreal to know that this is kind of the last ride?
I mean, I remember my freshman year. I mean, it's kind of like snap your finger now. I mean, here, but try seeing these guys out on a big year. I mean, I know this year's big for them, so I mean, I know it's coming down to the end, but I mean, it's far from here. You feel me?
What do you enjoy most about the game? What do you enjoy most about, you know, a particular offensive play call? Is there one that when it comes in, you're like, yeah, that's it?
I mean, either one. I mean, I just like the ball in my hand, you know, so I mean, they're going to try to get it to me as much as I can. But I mean, I don't have a specific play. I mean, whatever they tell me to do, I'm going to do it.
The ultimate team player.
Yes, sir.
Yet one of the best individual performers in all of Tennessee, Deshaun Bishop here at Carnes.
Well, time now for our DHIL photos of the night. Great shots of a classic tonight that you can find online at dhil.photos. Incredible game. A lot of pictures on there to enjoy.
Yep, no doubt about it. Back and forth battle, big hits, big touchdowns, big plays.
Time now for the Iris Network's connection of the game. There were several, but any better than this?
No. Great play call, great timing, unbelievable pitch, because he literally had to time that so perfectly.
Yeah, it didn't end up in 6 points, taken down inside the 5, but they did score. But watch it here.
Jordan Harris, the recipient of this. If Alcoa wins, I think he's probably the MVP. Lunsford had a great night, but Harris did everything defensively, offensively, special teams.
Yeah,
he blocked the kick that led to the big return. I mean, he was dynamite all over the field.
By the way, it was Luke Cannon who was the one that made the catch on the hook and ladder. And what a great play by Luke Cannon. Once again, he had 3 players around and was able to catch it and get rid of it in one motion, which was an incredible play.
Well, incredible. The timing was just, spot on.
Yeah, all right. Time now for our picks. I had a great week last week, 4-1. Austin and Eric, not so much. So my lead, I do have a lead there. Okay, so here we go. Games for this week. Northview at Oneida. Eric, go ahead.
Well, you put Northview on the schedule, you know I've got to pick it. So I like Northview. They can score a lot of points. Nearly got a win. That nearly would have made me 3-2 last week. They're going to get me this week, so I'll go with Northview.
Yeah, they nearly got a win. They would have made me 2-3 last week. Instead, I was 1-4. Thanks, Justin. I'm going to go with Northview as well. I think that they get this win by close margins, though.
I'm going to try to extend the lead. We've been to Oneida. I think it's a nice home field advantage. It's a great venue at Oneida. Give me Oneida in this one and see if I can kind of extend that lead just a little bit. Pigeon Forge in Scott.
We're going to stay in Scott County.
Yeah.
From Oneida down to Scott.
You know, you got to give me Scott Meadows. I mean, I can't go against Meadows. Pigeon Forge on the road gets the win.
Well, in years past, Meadows has done a good job of beating the teams he's supposed to beat. This year, he's not beat everybody he's supposed to beat, but he does tomorrow night. Pigeon Forge gets the win. Eric.
Yeah, they're going to run on over there to Scott County, run about 60 plays, not pass one time, and get the win. So I like Pigeon Forge.
Campbell County is at Kingston. Obviously, we've got the Cougars next week against Clinton. I'm a big Brian Pankey fan. I love the way that his teams play defense. I think he's going to coach them up, and Kingston gets a win at home. Eric.
I like Campbell County on the road. Yeah, Kingston is at home, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like Campbell County on the road. I do. I just think sometimes when it comes down to it, the bigger school, they have more depth. I like this game on the road for Campbell County.
You're not picking against your brothers.
I was at this game a year ago. Kingston came in, I think, undefeated or one loss, and Campbell County ran them out of the gym or the stadium. I'll take Campbell County to get the win on the road.
Elizabethton is at Anderson County. This is an easy one for me. Sean Witten just doesn't have the horses at Elizabethton this year. That's all Davey Gillum's got is horses. Walker Martinez playing at an extremely high level for the Mavericks. I think they just keep on trucking to the quarterfinal. And then I think it's Greenville at Anderson County in the quarterfinal. Give me the Mavericks.
What's Gary Terry say? Hook 'em. Give me Anderson County.
What, is this like the 5th year Walker Martinez has been the starting quarterback over there?
He's 42, but anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Anderson County for sure.
Last one, Central at Hardin Valley. Bobcats a week ago pushed to the limit by Heritage.
They were pushed to the limit. Heritage had them beat. Credit the Bobcat defense for stepping up, getting a couple of big interceptions there in that second half. That's a big reason they came back and beat Joe Ossavet and the Mountaineers. But give me Hardin Valley.
Really?
Give me Coach Minor. Give me Hardin Valley in this game.
Nice. Okay, I'll go with the Bobcats. And I know there's no way Eric Kane's going against Craney.
Well, I mean, this is tough. I got Craney on one side, I got Andy Hibbett on the other.
Okay.
It's a family split here, house divided. Hardin Valley is getting so much better. They are playing hard. They are getting so much better every single week. But I do like Central on the road, that run game, special player there. With the fourth. So give me the Bobcats.
With the fourth, Frank Johnson.
By the way, Eric, I love the visit with Dr. Rapay and bringing up his soccer career. To me, that was the highlight of the whole evening.
Well, you know, I thought you'd like it. That's why I thought of the question all by myself.
Just saying. Yeah, that was great. Hey, Eric, thanks. Great job. We'll see you next week. Eric comes up here in the booth with me next week. Austin will be AWOL. Clinton at Campbell County next week. Did you have fun tonight? Final score, West comes up Alcoa Highway and pulls off what you'd have to call an upset over the 8-time defending state champion Alcoa Tornadoes. Final score, 29-26. We'll see you next week at Campbell County.